Welcome back to Wrestling Wrenaissance Wrun-In. My name is TJ Leo.
And my name is, today it's cold 2K.
It's very cold. I mean, look at me. I'm all bundled up. And
Me too.
And you can see my fireplace is lit. It is somewhere close to, I don't know Fahrenheit very well. I'm Canadian, so do the Celsius thing. I would guess somewhere in the neighborhood of like 5 Fahrenheit. It's
what is it in Celsius?
right now it's minus 15. It's scheduled to go down to minus 32.
Celsius?
Yeah. Minus 32 I know is like minus 25 Fahrenheit. So that's very cold.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's insane. We have a cold warning in effect.
Warning? That sounds like something worse than a warning.
Yeah, I'm staying indoors. I'm all bundled up in my Canadian sweater.
Nice.
It has not been this cold, I want to say, in like 20 years for me. It's
wow.
It's crazy cold. But today on Wrestling Wrenaissance Run-In, we are going to rank all of the Royal Rumble pay-per-views in history, minus the greatest Royal Rumble, because who gives two shits about that piece of crap, that fake Rumble. Going to do all the.
It's the greatest one ever.
Yeah, apparently. I think it was the greatest one because it was paid to be that.
That it was.
But hopefully the Royal Rumble discussion will warm up our souls and our extremities, and we won't die. We just won't die because it's cold. It's very cold. My fingers are numb. All right. So we have our Tiermaker up here, like we always do for our ranked episodes. We've got GOAT, Amazing, Great, Good, Meh, Bad, and Trash. I don't know if we're going to have any trash. It's Royal Rumble's one of the better pay-per-views, so or PLEs.
Typically, yeah.
Yeah, so I think we'll be okay, but there might be one. I have one in the back of my head that I'm thinking might be, but I'll have to refresh my memory about it.
Well, then if we don't have any, then we might have to include
the greatest Royal Rumble. That can just auto go into trash. Agreed. All right, let's kick things off with the first Royal Rumble ever, 1988. It was in Canada. It was in Hamilton, Ontario, which is crazy to me. Things kicked off with Ricky the Dragon Steamboat defeating Rick Rude via disqualification, because once again, that's the way you kick off a show, is with a disqualification on a pay-per-view.
This wasn't a pay-per-view. This was on TV.
Oh, really?
This was on USA Network. Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. Well, there you go. Some news to me. The match itself was actually really good, despite the terrible ending. Lasted about 17 minutes long. The next match was a shocker to me. The Jumping Bomb Angels defeated the Glamour Girls in a 2 out of 3 falls match for the WWF Women's Tag Team Championships. I didn't even know that was a thing.
I did not remember that this was actually for the championship.
Yeah, crazy.
The tag team championship.
Yeah, the tag team championship is crazy. And by the way, it was a great match. It was fantastic. I was blown away. I was like, what happened? How did we go from this to like the Divas era? Like, what happened? Just crazy.
Well, looks is this thing.
Yeah, apparently. Yeah, this was very wrestling oriented. This was not, this was not the era of plastic surgery, shall we say.
Yeah. Women weren't on cards then if they couldn't work.
Yeah. Great match, 15 minutes long. I loved it. And then we had the first ever Royal Rumble match. It was only a 20-man Royal Rumble. It was not the traditional 30-man that we would eventually get. It was a 20-man Royal Rumble, lasted only about 33 minutes. And Jim Duggan became the first ever Royal Rumble winner by last eliminating the one-man gang, who was the the man with the most eliminations in this match at 5. So he eliminated a quarter of the field. Pretty impressive.
See, he kind of eliminated himself too.
Yeah.
Because Duggan did not touch him on the way
Yeah, he
out.
just pulled the rope down, I think.
Just pulled the rope down.
Yeah. Pretty good Royal Rumble, honestly. Pretty good match for it being the first one. Pretty cool. Some nice big names in there.
Now, isn't this also the one that
Oh yeah,
the 700-pound bench press or something like that? Dino Bravo.
Yeah, that was bad. That was atrocious. I don't know what they were thinking with that. That segment went on forever. It was so long. Yes. The crowd didn't really give two craps. And in the end, he cheated to beat the record.
Yep.
So it was this long, tedious segment of working his way up to the world record, only to cheat to get the win. So it was just bad. It just wasn't a good segment.
And then there was also the contract signing for the Andre the Giant and Hulk Hogan WrestleMania 3 match.
Yeah, which was okay. It was fine.
Yep. Yeah. Pretty much the kickoff of the whole, contract signing gone bad.
Yeah.
Tip the table over.
One of the originals for sure.
Yes. Yep.
All right. So where would we rank the original Royal Rumble? I thought it was pretty damn decent, honestly. Like,
it was. I mean, I'm sure.
Oh, I missed a match. Sorry, I missed a match. That's my bad. Missed one. Apparently, there was another 2 out of 3 falls match. The Islanders defeating the Young Stallions. I forgot about that match. That was after the Rumble match for some reason.
Yeah, it was actually not the main event.
Yeah, it was pretty decent as well. Shockingly, it was a minute shorter than the women's tag team match. So that was interesting. But yeah, pretty good show overall, honestly. I could have done without the really long Dino Bravo segment, and the disqualification in the first match was a bummer.
Yep.
But honestly, I would personally put this in great. I thought it was great for what it was.
I'd agree. Great. You've got definitely got a lot of Hall of Famers that were in that match. Yeah. Obviously these first 10, 15, you're going to have a lot of Hall of Famers in it, but yeah, it was really good match, really good pay-per-view.
Yeah.
I agree in great.
All right. First one goes into great. Let's move on to the Royal Rumble 1989. Happened in Houston, Texas. We're going to skip the dark matches. So things started off with Jim Duggan and the Hart Foundation defeating Dino Bravo and the Fabulous Rougeaus in a 2 out of 3 falls match. I guess that was a big thing back then, 2 out of 3 falls. In a 15-minute brawl. It was okay. It was all right.
Yeah.
And then we had the Rockin' Robin, the WWF Women's Champion, defeating Judy Martin in a singles match for the WWF Women's Championship. Lasted only 6 minutes. This one wasn't as impressive as the tag match I saw earlier, but it was fine.
No.
And then we had King Haku defeating Harley Race in a 9-minute singles match. It was okay. And then we had the main event, which was the first ever 30-man Royal Rumble match, which lasted 1 hour and 4 minutes. Big John Studd was your winner after eliminating Ted DiBiase. The wrestler with the most eliminations was Hulk Hogan with 10, a third of the field.
One. Oh, go ahead.
No, you're good. You're good. Go.
One thing that I specifically remember about this match, which obviously we will touch on, I'm sure, from last year's, is number 1 and number 2 competitors were tag team partners, Axe and Smash Demolition.
Oh, yeah, right.
Which was kind of a really cool thing that they did.
Yep.
Because once the bell rang, they just started beating the snot out of each other, and crowd got up for that. So it was, they definitely picked a hot way to start that.
Yeah, absolutely. Who did Hogan get eliminated by? Hakeem and the Big Boss Man.
This would have been before WrestleMania 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This one wasn't nearly as good as the first one. The Rumble match itself was pretty good, but the rest of the card was kind of lacking for me.
Yeah, I mean, same thing as last time, just 4 matches on the main card.
Yeah. Yeah. And the 3 matches that weren't the Royal Rumble were not as impressive as the first Rumble. I'm thinking for me either meh or good, like a low good or a high meh for me.
Knowing what's coming up, I'd probably put it at the top of meh.
Top of meh.
Top of meh.
I would.
The winner gets a title shot. Stipulation wasn't in place yet.
Mm-hmm.
So, there weren't really any big stakes. Big John Studd, not that he's not good. He's just not really a memorable winner.
Yeah, no, I would agree. One of the least memorable winners for sure.
Yep.
All right, let's move on to the Royal Rumble 1990, which took place in Orlando, Florida. Let's see the results here. So we're going to skip the dark match. The show opened with the Bushwhackers defeating the Fabulous Rougeau in a tag team match. 13 minutes. It was fine. The Bushwhackers are a very... they're a very memorable team. Very entertaining.
Very WWF gimmicky.
Yeah, agreed. 100%. And then we had Brutus the Barber Beefcake versus the Genius, which ended in a double disqualification, 11 minutes, 7 seconds. This was not good. The Genius, if I remember correctly, wasn't even really a wrestler. He was a manager, right?
Ish.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he was, I think at this point, a little more manager than wrestler. Yeah. But when he given the opportunity, he can still go pretty good. He just didn't wrestle as much in this time.
Yeah. Next up, we had Ronnie Garvin defeating Greg Valentine in a submission match. Lasted about 17 minutes. That one was pretty decent.
Yep.
That one was good. Jim Duggan then defeated Big Boss Man by disqualification. 10-minute match. Nothing to write home about, that's for sure. And then we had the main event, which was the 30-man Royal Rumble match, with Hulk Hogan winning by last eliminating Mr. Perfect. The man with the most eliminations was a tie between Hulk Hogan and the Ultimate Warrior.
Yep. This was the one that, Dusty Rhodes was in this one. This was right after he came in to the Federation. There's a who's who in this one too.
Holy moly. Yeah, we got Ted DiBiase, Jake the Snake Roberts, Randy Savage, Roddy Piper, Bret Hart, Dusty Rhodes, Andre the Giant, Jimmy Snuka, Earthquake, Ultimate Warrior, Tito Santana, Honky Tonk Man, Hogan, Shawn Michaels, Rick Rude, Mr. Perfect. That's a hefty list.
Yep.
The match itself was pretty good. I think if it wasn't for the Ronnie Garvin and Greg Valentine match, this probably would be meh. But because of that match, I think it boosts it a little bit to good. Maybe.
Better than the previous year.
I think so. But
I'd agree with that.
I don't know if it's just higher in the meh column or does it make it to good? Because I mean, like the Brutus Briefcake Genius match that really sunk it a little, quite a bit. And
any Brutus Beefcake match will do that.
Yeah, and Jim Duggan and Big Boss Man, ugh. And it ended in disqualification. So I'm actually rethinking this now. maybe it is top of meh. I don't know. What do you think? Top of meh, or does it qualify for good?
Yeah, we'll go top of meh.
Top of meh. All right. Moving on to the 1991 Royal Rumble, which took place in Miami, Florida. Things kicked off with the Rockers defeating the Orient Express in a tag team match, 19 minutes long. This was a pretty damn good match. I enjoyed that one.
Yep. It was good.
Then we had the Big Boss Man defeating the Barbarian in a 14-minute match, which was meh.
Yeah.
Didn't do anything for me. Then we had, for some reason, the WWF Championship in the middle of the card. Sergeant Slaughter defeating the Ultimate Warrior to win the title. Was this when he was Sergeant Slaughter was like a heel, and he was like,
yes.
Yeah, he was like with the Iraqi thing. Yep. Yeah. This was okay. Sergeant Slaughter had a lot of heat.
Oh yeah, he did.
But the actual match itself was fine. Ultimate Warrior is never really going to give you like an amazing experience, honestly.
It's one of the longer ones for Ultimate Warrior, almost 13 minutes.
Yeah.
He usually didn't go that long.
No, he definitely didn't. Then we had the Mountie defeating Coco Beware in a 9-minute singles match. It was okay.
Mountie's good. Jacques Rougeau.
Yeah.
He's good.
Yeah. And then Ted DiBiase and Virgil defeating Dusty Rhodes and Dustin Rhodes in a 10-minute tag match. This was okay. Virgil's not the greatest. And honestly, Ted DiBiase's not really the greatest in the ring either. He was definitely more of a mouthpiece to me.
DiBiase, no. I guess I think more favorably of him than you in ring.
Yeah.
That was really, really good.
Okay. And
but it's definitely odd seeing Dustin Rhodes' name.
Yeah.
In 1991, and he's still going today.
Yeah, it was Dustin Rhodes doing his what was that gimmick?
The Natural?
Yeah, the Natural. Was that the Natural?
He wasn't really referred to as the Natural.
No, just Dustin at that time.
Just Dustin Rhodes, yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, and then we had the main event, which was the 30-man Royal Rumble, which had Hulk Hogan last eliminating Earthquake to win it. And once again, Hulk Hogan had the most eliminations at 7.
Of course he did.
Yeah.
This was the Hogan era.
Yeah, we're definitely deep in the Hogan era for sure.
Yep.
This actual match wasn't for me as great.
No, it definitely wasn't.
There was there were still some pretty big names in there. Like, this was Undertaker's first Rumble. But this was also, I think at this point we were teetering on the bad era of WWF, where there was so many gimmicks and things just weren't. They were starting to go downhill, I think, at this point.
Well, this was before WrestleMania 7.
Yes. Yeah.
Which was kind of not necessarily a forgettable WrestleMania, but definitely one of the weaker ones.
Yes.
Up until that point, for sure.
Yeah. Oh, I can't wait till we do the WrestleMania ranked. It's going to be a fun one.
Oh, yeah.
I would put this one. Oh, man. I don't know. Where would you put it? I've been leaning so far. Where would you put this one? I know where I'm leaning, but.
Just because there's probably not going to be that many down there, I would probably put this at bad for now.
Oh wow, you think it's worse than the other ones? Okay, I was going to say I'm in the middle of meh, but Yeah. Yeah. Having the WWF Championship in the middle of the card was really weird. All right.
Well, I mean, you'll see it. You'll see that more later on. Definitely not having the championship match at the end is something different. But when the whole gimmick is built around, or when the whole pay-per-view is built around a Royal Rumble match and a Royal Rumble,
Oh yeah.
you're going to have the Royal Rumble be the main event.
Oh yeah, and I don't have any problem with that. I just think I think Chris Jericho said it best once. It's like if you're not on last, you want to be on first. So I think if you're gonna put the Royal Rumble on last, you should put the title on first to kick things off, because the title just gets lost in the middle of the card.
It can.
Yeah.
I mean, but
it's hard to book.
Make the match as good as you make it, I guess.
Yeah.
Doesn't. You can also say it doesn't matter what spot you are on the card. You go out and
have the best match you can.
The match you remember. Yeah.
That's true. That's a good point. All right, let's move on to the 1992 Royal Rumble, which took place in Albany, New York. We kicked things off with the New Foundation, which was Jim Neidhart and Owen Hart, defeating the Orient Express in a 17-minute tag team match. This was a good match. I remember this one. This was a good one.
Yep.
This was when Jim Neidhart and Owen Hart were wearing this weird outfit. It wasn't
the pink and green and the.
No, it wasn't even pink. It was it almost looked like a jester outfit almost. It was really baggy and I don't know. It was weird. But it was a good match though. It was a good match.
It was a good match.
Then we had Roddy Piper defeating the Mountie by submission for the Intercontinental Championship. However, it was only 5 minutes and 20 seconds. Wasn't amazing. It was a quick match. But it was fine for what it was, but it probably deserved more time, in all honesty.
Any Piper match.
Yeah.
Should be longer than 5 minutes.
Agreed. Yeah.
Because a lot of that time is him playing a chicken shit heel.
Yeah.
Or should be playing it. Although he was going against the Mountie, so he was probably the baby face going into it.
Yep. The Beverly Brothers defeated the Bushwhackers in a tag team match in a 15-minute bout. They had a lot of non tag team championship tag matches back then. It seems like.
I mean, they
had a lot of tag teams.
Yeah, they had a lot of tag teams and paid attention to it. The tag team division.
Yeah,
back then.
Imagine that.
What happened?
Yeah. The match was fine. Again, anything with the Bushwhackers in it is fine. It's kind of gimmicky.
Yeah.
But then we had the WWF Tag Team Championship match, which featured the Natural Disasters defeating the Legion of Doom. However, it was via countout, which means the Legion kept their titles. It was a 9-minute, 20-second match. Again, this was another one where I was like, the match was good, and then it just kind of got ruined by the ending. I hate that crap.
It's so weird.
Yeah.
Calling them the Legion of Doom instead of the Road Warriors.
Yeah. And then we had the 30-man Royal Rumble match, which was for the, at the time, vacant WWF Championship. Why was it vacant? Do you remember? Someone had to give it up, right? Let's see if I can find out.
It was stripped from Hogan after the Survivor Series and Tuesday in Texas pay-per-view between him and the Undertaker.
Why did it get stripped from him? Do we know? Can't even find anything about it.
I don't remember exactly.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, it had been stripped from Hulk Hogan after 2 controversial title switches between Hogan and Undertaker.
I don't remember what specifically was controversial about the second one.
Yeah.
That caused it to be stripped and vacated.
Okay. But Ric Flair won by eliminating Sid Justice, which is Sid Justice what's his name?
Sid Vicious.
Yeah, is that what his name was? Sid Vicious or Psycho? Oh, Sid Vicious. I think I was thinking of Psycho Sid for a second.
They're all the same.
Oh, they're all. He changed his name 3
They're all the
times.
same. Well, in NWA WCW, he was Sid Vicious, but of course, he couldn't have the same name in WWF, so he was Sid Justice because he came in. I think he came in as a babyface.
And then what? He lost his mind at some point, became Psycho Sid.
Yeah,
That's
and
so
he
funny.
went back to WCW and then came back and he was Psycho Sid.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
The person with the most eliminations and this Rumble was Sid Justice at 6. This one was pretty good. Had some big names in it, but it also had some names I've never heard of before as well.
Pretty good.
That was pretty good. I don't know. What's your thinking? What's your thinking?
I'm thinking amazing or GOAT. But
wow. For the pay-per-view itself or the whole thing?
For the whole thing.
Wow.
For the whole thing.
Wow.
The stakes. It's the first one with the real stakes.
That's true.
This one was for the title. You had Hogan, you had Undertaker, you had obviously Flair coming over, which was a huge deal. Basically coming over with the NWA Championship belt. His debut. This is
yeah.
It would be like if who's champion? Oh, Moxley. It would be like if Kenny Omega came over, debuted in the Royal Rumble, and won the Royal Rumble right now.
Oh yeah, this was also the first time someone lasted over an hour. Ric Flair became the 1 hour man, or whatever they called him.
60-minute man.
60-minute man. That's what it was. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I guess the only real downside of the whole show was that really awkward ending to the tag match, the count out. Everything else was pretty decent. Yeah, I guess I can't really argue for it being less than amazing.
And Bobby Heenan on commentary was...
Yeah, he was great.
Definitely the long thread, the long highlight of the show.
Man, is this a GOAT?
Made it even better.
Yeah, this might be a GOAT.
Now we can keep it at amazing for now and see what competes with it.
All right. Yeah, I would not be. It would not be hard to sway me to GOAT. I don't think. You've convinced me. All right, let's move on to the 1993 Rumble. We'll revisit 92 later. So the 93 Rumble was in Sacramento, California, and this was leading to WrestleMania 9. Things started off with the Steiner brothers defeating the Beverly brothers in a 10-minute bout. It was decent. Then we had Shawn Michaels defending his Intercontinental Championship against Marty Jannetty in a 14-minute bout. I think this was pretty close to after he turned on him, right?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. Bam Bam Bigelow defeated Big Boss Man in a 10-minute bout. It was decent for what it was. Two big men. Bret Hart defended his WWF Championship successfully against Razor Ramon by submission. That was a pretty good match. 17-minute, almost 18-minute bout. And then we had the 30-man Royal Rumble match, which was for a WWF Championship match at WrestleMania 9, where Yokozuna won by eliminating Randy Savage. The man with the most eliminations in this Rumble match was Yokozuna himself. I'm trying to think of what to say about this particular Rumble. This particular Rumble didn't have as many big names as previous ones. I mean, we had Repo Man in there, Jerry Sags, whoever he is,
Papa Shango,
Damian Demento was in there. Excuse me.
Interesting factoid about Damien Demento. He was in the first main event on Monday Night Raw.
Oh, really?
History.
Wow.
Yep. Again, against The Undertaker.
Wow. How did Raw survive?
I know, right?
It's not a great main event. Yeah. I would say this one's kind of forgettable overall. Like it was actually decent to watch, but like when you go back and you remember the greatest Royal Rumbles in history, I don't think this one really comes up.
No, it doesn't.
But I think it's also a little underrated. It was pretty decent.
Now, is this the first one with the winner gets a title shot stipulation?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's probably a good candidate.
And this was also the one where Lex Luger made his first appearance in WWF as the narcissist.
The narcissist. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. I would put it under good. What are you thinking?
Yep. Yeah, we'll put it in good. Good. Yep.
All right. 1994. Oh, I don't have it open yet. Let me open that up. Oh, that's 95. Let me rearrange that. 94 took place in Providence, Rhode Island. This was the runner-up to WrestleMania 10. Opening match saw Tatanka defeating Bam Bam Bigelow in a singles match in 8 minutes. This was not great. It was not great. We had the Quebecers defeating Bret Hart and Owen Hart in a 16, almost 17-minute bout for the WWF Tag Team Championship. This was pretty decent. It was all right.
Yeah.
It's hard to have a bad match when you have Bret Hart and Owen Hart in it.
Right, yeah. It was... And, the Quebecers...
Jacques and Pierre.
And Owen, they're definitely very familiar with each other, so... Yeah. They got a lot of chemistry.
Yeah. Razor Ramon defeated IRS in a Intercontinental Championship singles match. Lasted 11 minutes. It was okay.
That was pretty good.
Yep. Yokozuna defeated The Undertaker in a casket match for the WWF Championship, 14-minute bout. I don't remember this one at all.
Oh, you don't? This was the one where you had like 5 or 6 people come out and help Yokozuna.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't remember.
Put him in the.
Was it a good match or this one I don't. I have a blind spot on this one for some reason.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
it was good.
It was.
Okay. And then in one of the weirdest Royal Rumble matches was the main event for the title match at WrestleMania 10. Bret Hart and Lex Luger won at the same time by last eliminating each other, which was strange. I think the man with the most eliminations was a tie between Diesel and Lex Luger at 7 each.
Yep.
This is the first and only Royal Rumble to have co-winners. I assume this one was on purpose though, unlike the Cena Batista.
This one was on purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of this. The co-winners thing. Why didn't they just say get back in the ring?
Right. I guess because of what they were setting up for WrestleMania.
Yeah. What was the main event for WrestleMania?
Well, each of them was supposed to have 2 matches at WrestleMania. So they each had to wrestle. No, I know Bret faced Owen in the first match at WrestleMania. And then he had the main event against Yokozuna.
Yeah, Owen defeated Bret. And then Bret defeated Yoko in the main event.
Yeah.
So then
I think
what happened?
Luger.
Yeah, what happened to Luger?
Yoko defeated Luger and then faced Bret later on.
Interesting. So they both had a title match at WrestleMania.
So they both had a title match, yeah.
That's crazy.
But then at the end of the night at WrestleMania that year, Hogan is the one that left with the title.
Yeah. Wait, no, well, that was 9.
That's right.
Yeah, that was 9.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, 10 is a weird one. Most people remember 10 for the Shawn Michaels Razor Ramon ladder match.
Yeah.
The Rumble match itself, this one, honestly, not great. Pretty forgettable. A lot of strange names that aren't great. Bastion Booger was supposed to compete in it, but his spot was just like left empty because he was unable to compete due to illness.
Yeah.
Like, okay. like, why didn't you fill that spot in? So it was really a 29-man Royal Rumble.
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of loaded early in the match. Both the Steiners, Owen Hart, Diesel, Bob Backlund, Billy Gunn, Savage, but then later on you had Adam Bomb at number 30.
Yeah,
Marty Jannetty.
Yeah, what the hell? Adam Bomb was the 30th, and we should have went into the 30th entrant of all these. Yeah, we'll do that moving forward. Yeah, Adam Bomb for number 30 is pretty bad.
Bastion Booger, the Great Kabuki, who was good.
Genchiro Tenryu? That is.
Yeah. He had Thurman Sparky Plug.
Mo.
Who was. Yeah.
Mo and Mabel and Doink. Yeah, it's pretty rough. But you said the casket match was good. The Quebecers and the Hearts match was good. I think it's top of meh, maybe middle of meh.
Middle of meh.
Middle of meh.
The 90 with Warrior and Hogan facing off with each other, but not touching was kind of memorable, a little more memorable.
Fair. All right, the 95 Rumble was in Tampa, Florida. And it kicked things off with Jeff Jarrett defeating Razor Ramon by pinfall to win the Intercontinental Championship in 18 minutes. I'm not a fan of Jeff, personally. The match was pretty decent, though. I don't know.
Not a fan of Jeff, huh?
Yeah, never been a fan of Jeff Jarrett. I think he's a little odd.
All right.
We had The Undertaker defeating IRS in 12 minutes. It was also fine. We had the WWF Championship match, Diesel defending against Bret Hart, which ended in a draw for some reason in 27 minutes. That must be one of Diesel's longest matches ever.
Yeah.
Wow. And it ends in a draw. That sucks. Then we had the 1-2-3 Kid and Bob Holly defeating the $1 Million Corp by pinfall to win the WWF Tag Team Championship. 15-minute bout. I think I remember that one being pretty decent.
Yeah. Then this set up the Bam Bam Bigelow versus Lawrence Taylor WrestleMania match for that year.
Oh God. Yeah, that wonderful main event. And then we had the 30-man Royal Rumble match for the WWF Championship match at WrestleMania 11, which saw Shawn Michaels winning by last eliminating the British Bulldog. Shawn Michaels was the man with the most eliminations at 8. And number 30 for this Rumble was Crush, of all people.
Adam Bomb.
Adam Bomb with 28.
Yeah, he couldn't get the 30 spot again.
Good Lord.
Too bad.
Yeah, there's a lot of bad names in this one. A lot of bad names. Okay. Eli Blue, Duke the Dumpster, whoever Sion is.
Sione? That was Barbarian.
Oh, changed his name, eh?
Yep.
We had Doink, Quang, Timothy Wells.
Savio Vega.
Oh, really?
Yep.
And then we had Mo and Mabel again. Oh, Mantar. Oh, God. No,
the Guns.
Don't know who Steven Dunn is. Yeah.
This one was definitely not as star-studded.
Definitely not. There was a lot of jobberness going on in this particular one.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was a bad era in WWF for sure. All right, what are you thinking?
Bad.
Bad. Yeah, I'm
thinking bad.
I'm top of bad or lower bad?
Low.
So that's the worst one so far.
This was just very light on talent.
Yeah, I mean the WWF Championship match lasting 27 minutes and it's a draw. That alone sucks. And then the Rumble match not being great. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with your take. All right. 96 Rumble's up next. This took place in Fresno, California. Kick things off with Ahmed Johnson defeating Jeff Jarrett by DQ in a 6-minute bout. Not a good start. The Smoking Guns defeated the Body Donnas. Who was Skip and Zip? Was that
one was Chris Candido, one was Dr. Tom Pritchard.
Gotcha. That was for the WWF Tag Team Championship. I would imagine that match was pretty good. I don't remember it though. 11 minutes.
Is this when Sonny turned on him?
Oh, maybe. Good talent in that match. So must have been pretty decent. Goldust defeated Razor Ramon to become the Intercontinental Championship in a 14-minute bout. This was when Goldust was doing his artist gimmick.
Goldust, kind of a very underrated.
Yeah, I love Goldust. He's great.
Gimmick. I loved Goldust. Yeah. Goldust, he was. I mean, they used the perfect word, bizarre.
He was bizarre. I agree.
He was. Yeah.
Then we had the 30-man Royal Rumble match for the championship match at WrestleMania 12 with Shawn Michaels last taking out Diesel. Shawn Michaels was once again the man with the most eliminations at 8. And number 30 in this Rumble was Duke the Dumpster.
He boy! In the previous year too.
Yeah, he was in the Rumble last year as well. Yep. And
notable names: Squat Team #1 and Squat Team #2.
Why? What the hell is that? Good lord!
You had Aldo Montoya. He was in it last year too. That was just incredible for you ECW fans. The Ringmaster.
Oh yeah, we got Stone Cold.
Who you might know as Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah. We got Isaac Yankem.
DDS.
Yeah, Kane. Yeah.
And I don't know what happened to this guy, Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
Yeah, what happened? Yeah, who is that again?
What happened to him?
Yeah, he started things off. He was in there for 48 minutes. Damn.
Yep.
But yeah, again, this was during the time of not a great roster. It was fine, but it was everything was wrong. You had Isaac Yankem instead of Kane. You had the Ringmaster instead of Stone Cold. You had Kama was in there instead of Godfather. The foundation was there. It just hadn't been taken advantage of yet.
Yeah.
And then you put two of these guys Squat Team #1 and 2. What?
Yeah.
Very strange. And then we had the main event, Undertaker defeating Bret Hart, but it was via disqualification for the WWF Championship match in a 28-minute bout. Why did Bret Hart get DQ'd?
Yeah, what was that?
Bret Hart doesn't normally get DQ'd.
That one I don't know.
Yeah, I can't find anything about it. It's odd.
Don't know what caused that.
Also, it looks like Stone Cold accidentally was eliminated in this one, the Ringmaster. He slipped off the ropes and fell out while he was doing a spot with Fatu.
Not Jacob Fatu, but
no,
Fatu.
Yeah, Fatu. Yeah, and this was a few,
otherwise known as Rikishi.
Yep. And then a few weeks later, that's when Ringmaster turned into Stone Cold. When he started feuding with Savio. So this was like, I think everything forward is going to be a lot better. This was like the bottom of the barrel before everything started to rise. For me, this was not a great show.
I mean, and I guess when we kind of wrap up and talk about things in general, I'll talk about, I guess, one of my things I don't like about the Royal Rumble, and like this particular one kind of highlights it, and last year's does too. But
do you want to talk about it now, or do you want to wait?
I mean, just in general, I mean, 30 is a lot of people.
Yeah.
With this current year that we're in right now, I'm liking how it's going right now. But realistically, when you look at all these people, and especially how they would announce going into it, everybody that's going into it, you really only see about 3, maybe 4 people have a good solid chance of winning.
Yeah.
So a lot of the matches just kind of filler.
Yeah.
But like this year, what I'm wondering right now, I mean, they've announced like 9 or 10, and I mean, you can see so many options for so many people winning now.
Yeah.
Versus
back then, versus
a lot of these 35 that we're covering tonight.
Yeah, when 3/4 of the field is jobbers that you know will not win.
Yeah,
it doesn't make for a good Rumble match. I agree.
Right.
Yeah, I would put this one in bad. Where though? Probably this might be the worst one. I don't know, maybe not, because there was a couple of decent matches in here. Middle of bad.
Yeah, I'm gonna put middle of bad.
All right, 97. This is when things started to pick up a little bit. San Antonio, Texas. This one was at the Alamo Dome. 60,000 people watching this one. This was a big one.
Yep.
So things kicked off with Hunter Hearst Helmsley defeating Goldust by pinfall for the Intercontinental Championship. 16-minute bout. Great match. Then we had Ahmed Johnson defeating Farouk by DQ. Not a great match. 8 minutes. Vader defeated. Oh, yeah.
When he first came out, I was a huge fan of Ahmed Johnson.
Oh, I agree.
He was so huge, looked so powerful, looked so real.
Had a cool look. He had a cool look to him.
Very cool.
His movements were very interesting too.
But he just flamed out.
Yeah, he shit the bed as time went on.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. Vader defeated The Undertaker by pinfall. 13-minute bout. This was when Bearer was with Vader and not Taker.
Yep. And Kane.
This one I have no idea. We have Kanek, Hector Garza, and Pero Aguoya defeated Heavy Metal, Fuerza Guerrera, and Jerry Estrada. No idea who any of these people are. No idea.
Well, like you said, they were in what, San Antonio?
Yeah. Oh, was this like third-party guys like invited in?
Yeah, they were.
Oh, okay, so this was
pretty much.
This was a gimmick match. Okay.
Yeah, it's supposed to cater to the AAA.
Yeah.
Crowd.
11-minute bout. Then we had the 30-man Royal Rumble match for the WWF Championship match at WrestleMania 13. Stone Cold Steve Austin won by last eliminating Bret The Hitman Hart. I don't think Stone Cold would go on to face the champion though, because didn't he fight Bret Hart in just a grudge match at WrestleMania?
This is what, 13?
Yeah. So I think Stone Cold lost his. Well,
that was for the title, wasn't it?
I don't think so. Yeah, no.
No. Because of the way the match was won, Commissioner Gorilla Monsoon did not reverse the decision. I think this was when Stone Cold got eliminated, but the refs didn't see it.
Oh yes, that's right. He slipped back in, and then they watched the. This is one of the only times in the history of WWE where they go back and watch the replay and go, nope.
Yeah.
Yeah, dumb.
So Monsoon did not reverse the decision, but he refused to grant Austin the championship opportunity at WrestleMania.
Yeah, and then there was a fatal 4-way match that he was in.
Which was supposed to be for a title opportunity, but then Shawn Michaels vacated the title.
That's when he lost his smile.
Yeah. So then that 4-way turned from a title opportunity to a match for the title.
Gotcha.
So that's how it ended up being Austin versus Brett at WrestleMania for not the title.
Just a grudge match. Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
One of the best grudge matches.
Yeah, one of the best matches of all time.
Yep.
Okay. Let's see. Stone Cold was the top eliminator in this Royal Rumble with 10, a third of the field. Although that's not too hard when you have guys like the fake Razor Ramon, in there, and Piroff, whoever that is. Mil Mascaris eliminated himself. That was one of the first. Yeah. I think that was the first time someone eliminated themselves, like officially, if I remember correctly.
Andre the Giant did.
Oh, did he? Okay.
I think in the second one when he eliminated Jake the Snake Roberts. I think this was in the second or third one.
Gotcha.
He eliminated Jake Roberts. Jake Roberts got a snake, threw the snake in the ring, and Andre jumped over the rope and ran up because he was
scared,
supposed to be, or because he was afraid of snakes.
Jesus, that's funny. Yep. Let's see who else was in here. This was the debut of Rocky Maivia at the time in the Rumble. Yep. We also had Mankind, and number 30 was The Undertaker. Good spot for him. This was a good
young names that were in there. That of course we hear from later, like you said, The Rock, Mankind.
Jesse James.
Terry Funk was in it. Yep, Jesse James. The Road Dogg.
Yep.
Farouk, a Latin Lover.
Who's that?
Latin.
It was just another Mexican wrestler from AAA.
Yep.
I'm assuming Cybernetico was too. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, and so was Piroff. So they had a bunch of AAA guys in there for sure.
Yep.
But overall, it was a pretty decent Rumble match. They spread out the stars, which was nice.
Of course, that finish was memorable.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The whole show. Then we had. The main event was actually for the WWE Championship. Shawn Michaels defeated Psycho Sid by pinfall to win the title.
Yeah, the crowd was behind Shawn, being at home.
Yeah. Was that the boyhood dream has come true, or was that WrestleMania?
WrestleMania.
Okay. I'm struggling with where to put this because it's kind of all over the place. You had a decent opening match. You had that really weird match with Ahmed and Farouk. The Vader and Taker match was decent. Then you had this random AAA match in there for some reason.
Yeah.
The Rumble match was pretty good. The main event was okay. I'm thinking low good. Low good?
Yep, I'm good with that.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to put it.
Look at that.
Was in the good category.
Yeah, we're in sync. I like that. All right.
Simpatico. Sounds like another AAA wrestler.
Simpatico.
Simpatico.
His entrance theme is just a modem. Oh, you wouldn't know that. It's oh no, you would, right? Simpatico is Simpatico was like you guys had like AOL back in the day.
Yeah.
We had Simpatico. That was the equivalent up here. So whenever someone says Simpatico, all I think of is like the modem sound. Yeah. Yeah. Terrible. All right, Royal Rumble 98 took place in San Jose, California. We opened things up with a not great match. 6-man tag with Sonny as the special guest referee, Max Mini, Mosaic, and Nova, who were, I think, the little people.
They're all little people.
Well, they're all little people. Yes, they are.
They're all little people.
For defeated Battalion, El Torito, and Tarantula. I wonder if El Torito is the same El Torito that came back many years later. Wasn't that what the...
I don't think so.
No? Just took the same name?
Does not look like it. Yep.
Maybe the new El Torito was related to this one. But yeah, I don't know. Oh, sorry, that wasn't the first match. My bad. The first match was Vader defeating Dustin Rhodes in a 7-minute bout by pinfall. Neither...
This was when Dustin was with Luna in the not eccentric, the
artist formerly known as Goldust.
The artist formerly known as Goldust, yeah.
Yeah, neither of these matches were great ways to start the show, unfortunately.
I think kind of with this one, being in San Jose where there's a heavy Latino or Hispanic population, they had the...
Why little people though? That just not. I have nothing against little people. Just to put that very out there.
I can tell you why.
Yeah,
Vince McMahon.
Yeah, I was gonna say this drips of a Vince McMahon. This is so fun. Call. It's like, jeez.
Put out the little people, pal.
Yeah. And just to make it that much better, we're gonna put Sonny as the special guest. Yeah, just very strange. Things did not continue very well. We had The Rock defeating Ken Shamrock for the Intercontinental Championship, but it was by DQ in a 10-minute bout. I think this was when Ken snapped, if I remember correctly. Ken
always snap, yeah, so yeah, that's a good bet.
Yeah. Then we had the Legion of Doom defeating the New Age Outlaws for the WWF Tag Team Championship, also by disqualification. This show's not looking good. Then we had the 30-man Royal Rumble match for the championship match at WrestleMania 14. Stone Cold Steve Austin last eliminating The Rock to win. Most eliminations was probably Stone Cold. Yes, it was. It was 7.
Yep.
Cactus Jack and Terry Funk, also known back then as Chainsaw Charlie, started the match, which was hilarious in probably the wrong ways, I think. It was kind of good.
Isn't this? Yeah.
It was kind of goofy.
This is the one that Cactus Jack, Mankind, and Dude Love all appeared.
Yes, it is exactly that. Number 30 was Vader. This Royal Rumble match itself is memorable, but not for the greatest reasons. Like, once again, a lot of jobbers in here. And their roster was so thin at this time. Like, as you said, they had to put Mick Foley in 3 times. I mean, you had like Kurrigan in there. Like, ugh, God. And
Blackjack Bradshaw,
JBL, yeah,
was in it.
Kama Mustafa.
Oh, that's when he was his Kama Mustafa gimmick.
Yep.
Before Godfather.
Yep. Chains. Good Lord.
Was that was... Okay, yeah, Brian Harris.
Brian Harris. Yeah.
Brian Lee.
Yeah.
Honky Tonk Man came back to be in it.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah. I don't remember this being a great Rumble. And, oh, man. Yeah. The main event, though, was a casket match for the WWF Championship. Shawn Michaels defeated The Undertaker in 20 minutes.
I'm sure with the help of China and Triple H.
Yeah, that one was pretty decent.
This is the one... Isn't this the one where Shawn broke his back?
No, that was... yes, you're right. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Yeah, I can't watch that.
On the corner of the...
I can't watch that. It looks so bad. Oh,
it does.
Yeah. Yeah, he took that in the worst way he probably could have.
Yep. I think the Rumble match itself was most memorable for the Mick Foley thing. The Cactus Jack.
Yeah.
Mankind and
also for it coming down to Stone Cold and The Rock was pretty cool. But like the rest of the match was just kind of... It's like...
Kind of meh.
Jobber exit this way, like it was pretty rough. And like,
I mean, not so many jobbers, just very, and I mean, just like I said, a lot of them before, just very mid card heavy.
Yeah, yeah. Made in low card.
Not so much
Yeah,
enhancement talent, just
yeah.
mid card heavy.
Yeah, and then you have 2 matches in a row that were by disqualification. You had the little people match. Ugh, this is not a great show. It's not trash, but it's pretty rough. Man, I don't know where.
I wouldn't put it bad though.
No, where are you thinking?
I mean, Shawn Michaels and Undertaker
Yeah,
saves it.
it does save
Keeps it from bad.
Okay, so low meh.
No, it was better than Big John Studd.
Oh, true.
Was it better or worse than Lex Luger, Bret Hart?
Better. Barely. I'd say just put it above there then.
Yeah, I'd say put it above that. Okay. Side note, I do like the thumbnails for this Tiermaker.
Yeah, way better. I know. I wish they were all like this. They you can tell more clearly what each one was. Agreed. Yeah, props to whoever made this one. This one's great. All right, the next one, Royal Rumble 1999 in Anaheim, California. No chance in hell. This one was. I'm kind of eager to look at this one. This one was rough from what I remember in history. But let's see. Let's see what actually happened. So things kicked off.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think things kicked off with Big Boss Man defeating Road Dogg in a singles match. 11 minutes, almost 12. It was okay. Anything with Big Boss Man for me is okay. Like he's not great, but he's not terrible. He's just kind of there.
He was solid.
Yeah.
He was a solid worker. He was
a great worker for sure.
He was really good.
No charisma to me though. Just none. No expression on his face. You know, just kind of there.
He had being from the South, probably like an hour from where grew up like an hour from where I live. He had a very, very Southern accent, which didn't carry great at that time on TV.
Gotcha. Then we had Ken Shamrock defeating Billy Gunn by submission. Intercontinental Championship match. 14 minutes. Was pretty decent. X-Pac defended his European Championship against Gangrel in only 5 minutes. Just under 6. Then we had finally the return of the Women's Championship. But it was Sable defending it against Luna Vachon successfully in 4 minutes, 45 seconds. Man. And then we had one of the most infamous matches of all time.
Oh, this one's rough to watch.
Brutal to watch today. The Rock defeating Mankind in an I Quit match for the WWE Championship match. This is the infamous match where The Rock went off script a little bit and hit Mankind in the head repeatedly with a chair shot. I can't remember how many chair shots it was specifically, but it was a lot.
The longest 20-minute match that I've watched in probably forever.
I used to go back and watch that match all the time because it was like, oh man, it's so brutal. But now, like, knowing, the detriment of health that must have occurred during that match, it's so hard to watch now. It's so hard to watch. Brutal.
Then watching his family ringside, his kids just crying.
Oh yeah, brutal. How he didn't have skull cracks or just his brain must have been swelled. Oh, it was brutal. And then we
does it say? It doesn't say how many times.
Yeah, it was a lot. I would say 20 plus. Like it was for the whole match. I mean, it was nuts. And then we had the 30-man Royal Rumble match for the WWE Championship at WrestleMania 15, which saw Mr. McMahon winning by last eliminating Stone Cold Steve Austin. This was the match where Mr. McMahon would pay someone, I think it was like $100,000 or something crazy, to whoever eliminated Stone Cold. And Vince got in the match himself just to make sure it would happen. Stone Cold and Mr. McMahon started off the match, and they ended up brawling into the back where Stone Cold was ambushed But then he would come back later and win the match. Or no, he would come back.
Wasn't part of this they fought into the bathroom,
Yes.
into the women's bathroom or something like that?
That's where the ambush happened. Yeah. Yeah. The corporation was back there.
Yeah.
To take care of him. Stone Cold came back to lose the match to Vince. The one with the most eliminations, however, was Stone Cold Steve Austin, shockingly.
Again.
Yeah, again. There wasn't a whole lot of people that did eliminations in this match. It was basically just Stone Cold, Vince, Edge eliminated 1, Mabel eliminated 5, Road Dogg eliminated 3, Kane eliminated 4, Big Boss Man eliminated 2, Triple H eliminated 2, and then Chyna, the number 30 entrant, eliminated 1.
Yep.
That was it.
There was a corporate a DX and Corporation tournament. The Corporation DX had a corporate rumble on the Raw a couple weeks before that. The winner of that rumble got the 30th spot.
Oh, so Chyna won that.
Yep, Chyna won that.
Gotcha. The first woman in the Royal Rumble.
First woman in the Royal Rumble, yep.
Lots of big names in this particular show, but it was honestly pretty ruined by the Stone Cold Vince storyline. The match itself was ruined, I think. Because, when you base the whole match around one storyline, it's like, well, one of them's going to win.
Yeah.
So it really kind of took everyone out of the running, which I think you talked about it earlier, how it's like, the worst Rumble matches are the ones where you either where it's obvious who's going to win, or there's very few people that are likely to win.
Right.
This definitely is amongst that, despite a pretty good cast.
But also with that though, it didn't, with the story being threaded throughout the whole Rumble match itself, it didn't take away too much from it.
It's still a memorable show. But Vince winning it was kind of stupid.
Yeah, the idea of Vince winning the Royal Rumble was kind of stupid.
Yeah, very WCW feeling when that kind of crap happened. Where do we put this?
But then again, this is the Attitude Era, when every match had a kick in the nuts and an elbow for a finisher.
Yeah.
And the crowd popped for it. So that's what you get, right?
Yep. Yeah, I don't know where I want to put this. Oh, man. I hate to continue to put things in meh. But I'm thinking the top of meh. Oh,
I'll say the top meh or bottom good.
Yeah, I would go bottom of good. I hate to reward that I Quit match, but that does some heavy lifting.
It does.
Yeah. Because it's so memorable, but it's also so brutal. But, yeah.
I mean, I think it wasn't a bad match.
No, it wasn't. It's just hard to watch.
Completely uncomfortable to watch.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you even had, like, Jerry Lawler on commentary, who was notorious at that time for being a heel and just never letting up. Even he was like, all right, that's enough. Like,
yeah.
Like, even it was even uncomfortable for them at that, on commentary. All right. Royal Rumble 2000 took place in New York City and kicked things off with Taz defeating Kurt Angle by technical submission in Taz's debut in only 3 minutes.
And Taz got a big pop for that. I remember that.
Yep, hometown boy.
That was his big debut. Yep.
Then we had, the inaugural tag team tables match. I'm not sure why they called it the inaugural. Maybe it was just the first ever tag team tables match. Hardys versus the Dudleys. Great match. Great match.
It's hard to think of one that wasn't great.
Yeah.
Between those two teams.
Absolutely. 10-minute bout. Not sure that was. Chris Jericho defeated Chyna and Hardcore Holly via pinfall in a triple threat match. for the undisputed Intercontinental Championship match. For some reason, Jericho and China were sharing the Intercontinental Championship. I can't remember why that happened. They must have.
I don't remember why either.
Must have been a double pinfall or something like that. The match was okay. Then we had the New Age Outlaws defeating the Acolytes by pinfall for the WWF Tag Team Championship. It was only 2 minutes and 35 seconds. I don't know why. That's very short. You'd think they would give those those 4 guys a lot more time than 2 minutes. And then we had another super infamous match, the street fight for the WWF Championship, Triple H against Cactus Jack, and another brutal one. This one's probably most memorable for Triple H having his calf stabbed by a piece of wood.
Yeah.
Damn, that looked painful. But a great street fight, 26-minute bout. These two are just fantastic at that stuff. So
great. Yeah.
Yeah, fantastic match. And then we had the 30-man Royal Rumble match for the WWF Championship at WrestleMania 2000. With The Rock winning by last eliminating The Big Show. The most eliminations was Rikishi with 7. Yep. I think, was this when Rikishi was... No, this was not when Rikishi was the bad man. This was still in his Too Cool days.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he ended up dancing with Grandmaster Sexay and Scotty 2 Hotty, and then throwing them both out.
And then throwing them both out, yeah.
Yeah. A lot of big names in this one. No real jobbers in this match that I can see besides Mosh.
No.
Mosh was probably the only one. A lot of cool names.
Yeah, I mean they weren't enhancement talent, but Too Cool, Scotty 2 Hotty.
Yeah, I guess. And they were only in there really for a short period before they had that Rikishi moment. So,
yep.
Last man was X-Pac at number 30. Sort of the what ended up happening with this ending was that The Rock's feet actually did touch the floor when he eliminated Big Show, so Big Show should have technically won. But they never reversed that, from what I remember.
Nope.
All right. I think this was a great show.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is this the first GOAT? I don't know. Like, every match in here was good except for the Tag Team Championship.
Yeah, I mean, this what I'd say is no less than amazing.
Yeah.
Do we put it above 92?
For me, yeah.
Okay.
I
mean, I can't argue that.
Well, I think we'll revisit the GOATs at the end, maybe.
Yep.
We won't put anything in a GOAT unless we both agree it's an automatic GOAT, and then we'll see if we can push anything up above amazing into GOAT at the end.
Yeah.
I think that's good.
Well, I mean, at least one has to be,
yes,
by definition, the greatest.
Absolutely. All right, the 2001 Royal Rumble took place in New Orleans. Kicked things off with the Dudley Boys defeating Edge and Christian in a tag team championship match. Lasted about 10 minutes. It was pretty good.
Yep.
Chris Jericho then defeated Chris Benoit in a fantastic Intercontinental Championship ladder match, 18 minutes. He who we shall not name, but have to name anyway. Unfortunately,
hard to name a bad match that he was in.
Unfortunately, yeah, it's one of those things where we really have to separate the man from the wrestler. It's only fair. Ivory defeated China by pinfall in a singles match for the WWF Women's Championship. This was when they were doing the China neck injury angle.
So Ivory with Steven Richards. That's
Right to Censor.
Right to Censor. Yeah.
Yep. So that match was not great. It was just storytelling. It wasn't an actual match.
3.5 minutes.
Yeah, pretty bad. Then we had Kurt Angle defeating Triple H to retain Kurt Angle's WWF Championship. That was a really good match. Anything with Kurt Angle and Triple H was great back then.
Yep.
24 minutes. And then we had the 30-man Royal Rumble match for the WWF Championship at WrestleMania 17. Stone Cold Steve Austin won by last eliminating Kane to become the first ever three Royal Rumble man winner, I believe.
I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, this was his third, so he's the first.
Yep. The most eliminations in this one was Kane with 11, which set the record at the time.
Yep.
This was a really weird Rumble, though. This was the one that had Drew Carey in it, promoting his show. Yeah, Bull Buchanan and
oh, I mean, well, Bull Buchanan was in the right to censor, I guess.
Yes, he was. I love Bull Buchanan. I think he's great. Great in the ring.
Yep.
Charisma black hole though.
K Quick.
Oh, yeah.
Interesting name.
Yeah, R-Truth, right?
R-Truth, yeah.
There was a really bad spot in this match though. Jeff Hardy and Matt Hardy eliminated each other. They were the only ones in the ring, and they kept fighting when Drew Carey came out, and they were battling on top of the top turnbuckle, and they just kind of both fell out. And it was it was just bad. It was terrible. And then Kane came out, walked around for a while, was about to chokeslam Drew Carey, and then Raven came out for the save, and then Drew eliminated himself to get the hell out of there. It's just really weird. And then things kind of slowly turned into a hardcore Royal Rumble. After that, with Kane, Raven, Al Snow, Perry Saturn, Steve Blackman, Grandmaster. And then the Honky Tonk Man came in. Kane smashed him over the head with his guitar. And then we got back to a more serious Royal Rumble after that when The Rock came out. Then the final three was really weird. We had Billy Gunn come out, and then Haku returned. And then Rikishi, who was the bad man at the time, came out as number 30.
This one was
definitely
a come down from last year.
Yeah, it could have been better with the talent that they had. I don't think it was booked very well. But the overall show was pretty decent, though. We had some good matches.
You had some good matches early.
Yeah.
With the Dudleys and Edge and Christian, and
the WF Championship match was great too.
Yep. The ladder match.
And he did have some memorable moments during the Rumble, but it was just weird. It was just a weird Rumble. I'm thinking Top of Good?
Top of Good?
I mean, it was better than No Chance in Hell, to me.
Better than 97? Stone Cold? That win?
Do you think?
I'd say between 97 and 99.
Okay.
I would think.
Oh, that's 93. That's 90. Oh. Okay, so you're saying right here.
That's the one, yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm okay with that. All right, Royal Rumble 2002 was in Atlanta, Georgia, your backyard.
My hometown.
Yeah. Things started off with Spike and Taz retaining their WWF Tag Team Championship against the Dudleys. This was when the Dudleys were heels with Stacy Keibler. And Spike and Taz were, for some reason, faces. It was only a 5-minute bout. It was okay. William Regal defeated Edge for the Intercontinental Championship in a 9-minute bout. This one was pretty good. I always thought Regal and Edge had a pretty good chemistry.
Regal can have a good match with anybody.
Yeah, Regal's great.
Except Goldberg.
Yeah. He
in his infamous match with Goldberg.
Yeah, he hates Goldberg. That's for sure. Trish Stratus defended her women's championship against Jazz with Jacqueline as the special guest referee in only 3 minutes 45 seconds. This was when we were beginning to see the start of a new era in women's wrestling with Trish and Jazz and Victoria and Molly and all them, Lita, but weren't quite there yet.
Before it turned downhill with the Divas.
Right before it turned downhill again. Yeah, exactly. And then we had a fantastic street fight between Ric Flair defeating Vince McMahon in a 15-minute bout. Those two ripped it up.
and ripped each other up. A lot of blood.
Oh yeah, I mean it's a Ric Flair match. You're gonna bleed.
Oh yeah.
Chris Jericho defended his undisputed WWF Championship against The Rock.
And by God, if Vince's opponent was going to bleed, Vince was
going to bleed too. Yeah.
Vince was going to bleed more.
Yep. 18-minute bout for the Chris Rock match. Pretty good. And then we had the Royal Rumble match for the Undisputed Championship at WrestleMania 18 with Triple H winning, last eliminating Kurt Angle. This was when Triple H returned from his horrific quad tear injury that he sustained.
His first quad tear.
Yeah, his first one. Yeah.
I think him and Kevin Nash were having a competition to see who could tear the most quads.
How many times? Yeah, exactly. The most eliminations was a tie between Stone Cold and The Undertaker. At 7. This was a very weird Rumble again. You had several returns and debuts and stuff. So you had Maven debuting. You had who is it? Mr. Perfect coming back. Triple H was coming back. But then you had,
and this is the first one that was after the
end of the Alliance era thing.
Yeah, in the whole WCW thing. So
yeah,
people that maybe hadn't come back yet, or that hadn't returned from WCW came.
Yeah,
maybe.
Yeah, very lots of big names that we know, but it wasn't a great written Rumble. Probably the most memorable spot of the whole show, of the whole Rumble match itself, was when Undertaker got eliminated by Maven for the probably the biggest pop of the night. But then Undertaker just came back in the ring and beat the shit out of him.
He beat the shit out of him all around the arena.
Yeah.
And interesting, I saw, what was it? No, it was on his podcast. He was talking about it.
Taker.
Yeah. Undertaker was talking about it, about how, it was explained to him, who was going to be winning. Triple H was going to be winning. So Undertaker wanted to get, he specifically picked Maven out to try to get him over.
Mm-hmm.
So it was Undertaker's idea to have Maven
what an honor,
eliminate him like that, and then just beat the shit out of him to get sympathy on him.
Yeah. What an honor to be picked like that. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Maven's talked about that on his YouTube channel. Pretty cool.
Yeah, and I know within the last few months, or at some point, the Undertaker did have Maven on his podcast.
Yep.
On his show.
Yep.
Just talking about everything. So it's kind of cool seeing a big name like that, the Undertaker, having such respect for
absolutely
a small time wrestler in Maven like that.
That's why he's like one of the best of all time.
That's why he's looked at it.
Yep.
Being the leader.
So respected. Yeah.
Yep. Despite his, whatever you may or may not think about his choice and the way things are right now in this country.
Yeah. This was also there was a record set on this one. Stone Cold Steve Austin became the first man to hit 36 career eliminations in the Royal Rumble, which he held that record for the next 8 years until Shawn Michaels beat him finally in the 2010 Royal Rumble, which we'll get to later. So this show overall, pretty decent, pretty good. I liked it.
It was pretty good.
I loved that street fight. The Rumble was entertaining, even if it was weird. Regal and Edge was great. Jericho and Rock was great. Where do we put this? The only thing that sucked about the Rumble match itself was it was so predictable that Triple H was going to win. So,
right.
That takes a lot out of the Rumble. I don't think. Let me look at 2001 again. What was the? Damn, and 2001, 2002 are pretty even to me.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, I'd say put them right next to each other. I don't think it really matters which one goes where, because in my mind they're kind of tied.
Yeah. Let's see. Dudley's Edge and Christian. I would put 2001 above it.
Okay.
Between the Chris and Chris ladder match, Dudley's Edge and Jericho, I think those two kind of hold up better than the other matches on the card in 02.
I will not dispute that. 2003 Royal Rumble took place in Boston, Massachusetts. Kicked things off with Brock Lesnar defeating the Big Show. The winner was entered into the Royal Rumble match. 6-minute bout. It was okay. Sorry, Big Show, but Lesnar, Big Show. The appeal of that match is just seeing Brock F5 the Big Show. So
yeah,
it was fine. Glad they kept it short. Then we had the Dudley Boys defeating Lance Storm and William Regal for the World Tag Team Championship. Pretty decent match. 7 minutes, though. Kind of short. Then we entered the Divas era, unfortunately, with Tori Wilson defeating Dawn Marie in a singles match in 3 minutes. Whoop-de-friggin-do.
This is when the whole Tori Wilson's dad angle.
Yeah.
With Dawn Marie.
Awful.
Yeah.
Awful shit. Once again, reeks of Vince McMahon. Just reeks of it. Then we had a absolutely terrible World Heavyweight Championship match with Scott Steiner defeating Triple H by DQ in 17 minutes. Just awful.
Scott Steiner wasn't very healthy.
No.
Or happy in this run in
no, he
WWE.
wasn't. No. Kurt Angle defeated Chris Benoit by submission in WWE Championship match. 19 minutes, almost 20 minutes. I don't really remember this match for some reason.
I don't remember too much about this one either.
They've had a lot of matches, though, so it's not surprising. I think everyone kind of remembers the WrestleMania 17 match. So, yeah. And then we had the Royal Rumble match as the main event with Brock Lesnar last eliminating The Undertaker. Most eliminations for this match was Jericho.
Jericho with 6.
That's weird. Huh. Interesting. Oh, yeah, he lasted almost 40 minutes. Yeah. Great start, though. Shawn Michaels and Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho snuck up on Shawn Michaels and took him out with a chair shot and tossed him out pretty quickly.
Yep.
Lots of huge names in this Royal Rumble. We got Shawn Michaels, Chris Jericho, Rey Mysterio, Edge, Christian, Rob Van Dam, the Hardys, Eddie Guerrero, like
big people like Tommy Dreamer.
Yeah. John Cena, Kane,
he's big.
A-Train, Batista. Number 30 was The Undertaker.
Was this the debut of Cena in the Rumble?
Yeah, definitely.
I think it was.
Yeah.
In Boston.
Yeah, he didn't get any eliminations though. I think he was still doing his. He was just starting his rap gimmick because he was still with B2 or B Squared, which was Paul Buchanan. So he was still a heel at that time. There's not
Batista.
Yeah, Batista was in there. Yeah. This was not the Cena Batista thing though. That was next year. Yeah, this Rumble wasn't great. Not a whole lot of memorable things happened in this match. Unfortunately, the most. So two things. So the way that Lesnar won was kind of cheap. He basically just pulled I think it was Taker and. No, Taker went for a clothesline, and then. No, what was it? No, Taker took out Batista, I think. And had his back to Lesnar, and Lesnar jumped up and tossed him over the rope, lifted his legs over the rope, and it was kind of anticlimactic. And commentary really didn't help either. They were Undertaker was just smiling, looking at Brock Lesnar, like he knew he made a mistake, and commentary was just "Yep, he got you, Undertaker, he got you." It was just kind of
it's kind of reminiscent on how Flair eliminated Sid Justice in '92 when Hulk distracted Sid.
It just didn't come off right. Like that's not the way you want Lesnar to win at that time, in my opinion.
No,
He could.
because
It's kind of a cheap win.
This is when they were just strapping the rocket to Lesnar.
Yeah.
In his first year there.
Yeah, unfortunately, the thing I think that's most remembered about this match is this is where Christopher Nowinski's career was ended when he took a terrible drop kick to the head when Edge kind of mistimed his simultaneous drop kicks with Rey Mysterio and on Christopher Nowinski and landed right on Chris's head and super concussed him, and he basically never recovered.
But one thing that came out of that with him is just all the work that he's done.
Oh, yeah. He turned a negative into a positive.
Yeah. He's definitely kind of leading the field and
concussion research,
all the
stuff.
Concussion stuff, CTE, all that stuff. He's definitely one of the leaders in that.
Yeah, he partnered with WWE at some point, if I remember correctly.
Oh yeah, I mean he's partnered with WWE. He's partnered with. His work has led to a whole lot of safety.
Yep.
Not regulations, but safety concerns.
Concussion protocols.
Yeah.
Yeah. So good on Christopher Nowinski.
Yep.
Overall, this wasn't a great show.
No.
Lots of missteps. Terrible World Heavyweight Championship match. Kind of a lame ending to the Rumble. Yeah. I'm thinking low meh.
Low meh. Okay.
What are you thinking? High meh? It was better than Big John Studd.
Yeah.
It was better than, I think is that the tie? That next one?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was better than that. Was it better? Is the No Chance in Hell the next one there? Yeah. No, that's not No Chance in Hell.
No Chance in Hell was 99, wasn't it? With Vince winning?
The screen is so small. One sec. Wow. Yeah, we put that in low good. Huh.
Must have been for the that's the Rock and Mankind.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah,
I quit.
That saved it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely not as good as that. I'd say it's right in the middle of man, right above that the tie.
I'll take it
because it wasn't great. All right, 2004 Royal Rumble took place in Philly. The opening match was Evolution, Batista and Flair defeating the Dudleys for the World Tag Team Championship. Only a 5-minute bout, pretty short for some reason. Not really sure why. Rey Mysterio defeated Jamie Noble by pinfall in a Cruiserweight Championship match. Only 3 minutes. Yikes. Those two can go. I don't know why they were only given 3 minutes. Eddie defeated Chavo by pinfall in 8 minutes. I don't even remember that match.
Me neither.
Lesnar defeated Hardcore Holly to retain his WWE Championship match. This was after Hardcore, I think, came back from his neck injury that Brock caused him.
Oh, that was a rough.
Yeah.
Rough powerbomb.
Yeah. Not great. But then we had Triple H versus Shawn Michaels in a last man standing match, which would have been great, but it ended in a fucking draw when they both couldn't get up. So dumb. Oh my god. This was just a way to extend their feud, basically. Oh, it was terrible.
See, I don't have as much of a problem with the last man standing match ending in a draw.
Oh, I couldn't stand it. The crowd couldn't stand it. They booed.
Well, yeah, I mean, sure. I mean, you've got a title match winning in a draw, but if it's a last man standing match and neither one can answer.
That shouldn't have been the end, though. Like, it should have.
No.
Like, that just shouldn't have been booked that way, in my opinion. But they knew that it was going into the next WrestleMania, so. I guess that was the reason. And then the 30-man Rumble for WrestleMania 20 was Chris Benoit eliminating Big Show. And unfortunately, one of the most memorable, Rumble wins, I think. The most eliminations in this Rumble was Chris Benoit himself with 6. And he was the number 1 entrant.
Goldberg, number 30.
Goldberg, number 30, yeah. Who was eliminated by Lesnar when Lesnar interfered. Came in and threw him out. Which set up Lesnar Goldberg at WrestleMania, which is a whole other discussion. Yeah, this was not a good Rumble. I'm looking at
this was
not good. Yeah, this was bad. There was probably nothing memorable about this except the ending. And that's about it. God, that's terrible. Okay. Oof. God, a bunch of short matches. A last man standing that ended in a draw. And not a great Rumble. Is this top of bad? Oh.
Top?
Ooh.
Top of bad? Oh.
Okay. I'll go lower.
Nah, I don't think you can go lower than this one.
Oh, you think this is the worst?
I definitely think a case could be made for that.
Worse than Shawn winning it in his hometown?
You had a crowd pop in a good way for that. What did you have a crowd pop in a good way for on this one?
True. All right, I'm with you. It's not quite trash, but it's pretty damn fucking close.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Royal Rumble 2005 in Fresno, California. Started off with Edge and Shawn Michaels in an 18-minute bout, which was very good. Those two killed it. Unfortunately, then we followed up with Undertaker defeating Heidenreich in a casket match in 13 minutes. Yeah, brutal. Then we had a triple threat match for the WWE Championship. JBL, Big Show, and Kurt Angle. JBL won. 12 minutes. It was okay.
Yeah.
Then we had Triple H defending his championship against Randy Orton in 21 minutes. I'm kind of mixed on that one. Orton wasn't ready for the main event at that time. He just not as a babyface anyway. And then the 30-man Royal Rumble was one of the most memorable ones in history, I would say. Maybe for some of the wrong reasons, but it was memorable. The winner would receive a championship match at WrestleMania 21. The winner was Batista after eliminating John Cena after they eliminated each other, and Vince came in, tore both of his quads, and restarted the match. Yeah, it was a clusterfuck for sure. But there was some odd stuff in this. I did love the beginning though. You start off with Eddie and Chris Benoit, the two title holders at the end of the last WrestleMania. They went at it, and then Daniel Puder.
Oh man,
the winner was tough enough that year.
This was rough to watch.
They chopped the shit out of him, and then Hardcore Holly came out and made it even worse. Did one of the most vicious Alabama slams I've ever seen in my life. It was awesome. It was awesome to watch that. It was so fulfilling.
You know why all that happened, right? With the whole Daniel Puder and Kurt Angle thing, right?
Yeah, Daniel Puder
Tough enough. Yeah.
Put Kurt Angle in a
armbar on him.
Yeah. So it was his punishment basically.
Oh yeah.
So funny. Oh god, yeah.
And then he was pretty much done after that.
Yeah, he never really recovered from that. He wasn't good.
No.
I can't believe they gave it to Puder instead of was it Miz?
The Miz.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, but the Miz, overcame that loss. So,
he's overcome a lot.
Some weird names in here. Kenzo Suzuki, remember him? The big Japanese dude.
Yeah.
Luther Reigns. No relation to Roman.
You sure about that?
Luther? Or the relation?
Yeah, the relation.
Muhammad Hassan was in there, but for
my.
54 seconds when everyone picked him up and threw him out.
Yeah, that was a gimmick that was born to fail.
Yep. Simon Dean was in there. That was hilarious when Shawn Michaels eliminated him and Shawn Michaels started imitating him. He was doing the exercise. It's like, what the fuck was that? That was funny. John Coachman was in there. Oh,
Coach.
Brutal. Ric Flair was your number 30. Most eliminations was, I think, Batista. Yeah, Batista was 6. Which is ironic because the 6th was Cena.
Yep.
An up and down one. Definitely better than the previous year.
I mean, you couldn't get worse.
No, you couldn't. What are you thinking here? Edge Michaels was great. Taker Heidenreich was terrible. Triple Threat WWE Championship match was okay. Triple H and Orton was okay. The Rumble match was decent. I don't think it was as good as the 2003 one though. So I'm thinking just below 2003 in Meh. That's
right next to the other tie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Works for me.
They're just all so meh. Like they're all just kind of middle, you know. Right next to the other tie.
Right next to the other.
Oh no, the tie that we had was in good. It was 2001 and 2002. That was the tie we had, I think.
No, 94.
Oh, that tie. Oh, that tie.
Yeah,
that tie. That's funny. Yeah, I didn't even. That's funny.
Right
didn't even think about that.
Right next to the actual tie.
The actual tie. Yeah. All right, Royal Rumble 2006 from Miami, Florida. Started off with Gregory Helms defeating Kid Cash, Funaki, Jamie Noble, Nunzio, Paul London in a Cruiserweight Open for the Cruiserweight Championship. This is when Gregory Helms dropped his Hurricane gimmick and went Cruiserweight for some reason. I always thought Gregory Helms could have been more of a mid-carder to me. But
he had a nice little deal with, and I'm sure it was after this, with The Rock. When he was a reporter guy doing his Hurricane gimmick.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. I do remember that.
Yeah.
Mickie James defeated Ashley Mazzaro in a singles match with Trish as the special guest referee.
I was a big Ashley fan in that time.
Visually, I assume, not in the ring.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, she was pretty bad in the ring. 7 minutes.
She was the one on
the Diva Search.
The Diva Search that gave out her phone number on the air.
Oh, I didn't know that. I'll have to look that up. Never heard about that.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Brutal. The Boogeyman defeated JBL in 1 minute, 54 seconds. Oh, God. That's awful.
He still does that gimmick.
The Boogeyman?
Yeah.
Oh, didn't even know he still wrestles. Interesting.
I don't know if he wrestles as much. He just does appearances.
Oh, okay. Hey, that's fair. All the power to you. Make money the way you can. That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Then we had the 30-man Royal Rumble match, which started off with Triple H and Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio won after eliminating Randy Orton at the end. This was a pretty good Rumble, if I remember correctly, but not for the cast. The cast was pretty weak. I think it was a tie for eliminations between Triple H and Rey, both eliminating 6. They both lasted to the final 3 with Orton. Ooh, Coachman was in there. Tatanka.
Psychosis.
Yeah. Eugene.
This was pretty
mid-carder heavy.
Mid-card heavy.
Randy Orton was number 30. Obviously, the big story of this was, can Ray last from 2?
Yep.
And he did.
1, 2, it's the same, pretty much.
Yeah. Maybe one of the biggest pops in a long time when he took out Orton.
Yeah.
And then we had the WWE Championship. John Cena defeated Edge by submission. This was just after Edge had won it against Edge at the Elimination Chamber, the previous pay-per-view, when he cashed in his Money in the Bank for the first time. And a lot of people thought it was the wrong decision for Cena to beat him. Basically became a transitional champion, and that wasn't good for him.
No.
And then the main event, for some reason, was Kurt Angle defeating Mark Henry to retain his World Heavyweight.
Never really, not that I didn't like him, I never really saw Mark Henry as main event worthy, ever.
I did when he did his Hall of Pain gimmick, and he won the title. I liked him for that run, but for the rest of his career, yeah, I thought he was meh. I don't know why that was the main event instead of the Cena Edge.
I don't know.
That's very odd.
And Mark Henry with Daivari.
Yep. This was not a great show either. Had a couple of positives, that Cruiserweight Open was really fun. The Rumble was okay. Cena Edge was good, but the wrong man won. Ooh, man, this meh category is starting to fill up.
I know it.
All right, I've been given my take first. Where are you thinking here?
I don't know if you can put it in good.
I don't think so either.
I mean, it's definitely not better than the bottom of good, or as good as that.
Yeah.
Is it better than 90?
I don't think so.
No, I don't.
I'm thinking it was better than 98, though. That's probably where I would put it.
Yeah, I was thinking either in front of 98 or right behind 98. I'm fine with either one of those.
Okay.
We can put it in front of 98.
Okay. Done, sir. 2007 took place in San Antonio, Texas. Kick things off with the Hardys defeating Eminem in about a 15-minute match. Nothing memorable. The most memorable thing they ever did was that ladder match where Joey smashed his nose.
His nose? His whole face.
His whole face was shattered, yeah.
Yeah.
Bobby Lashley defeated Test by countout for the ECW World Championship.
For the ECW Championship.
It's hilarious.
Not exactly what you would think of when an ECW Championship match is a countout.
I try to block out the new ECW from my memory as much as I can. It was pretty bad. Batista defeated...
The thing with the new ECW, a lot of superstars made their debut in that ECW.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
That's probably the best thing that came out of that, was they used that to introduce
like Punk.
A lot of people. Punk, Sheamus. Just to name a couple.
Yep. Batista defeated Mr. Kennedy by pinfall to retain his World Heavyweight Championship match in 10 minutes. This is when Kennedy was pretty hot. He was doing pretty well.
Yep. They saw a lot of good things in Kennedy. Kennedy was good.
Kennedy was great. He was just... I don't know what happened to his push, man. I don't know whether it was because of... I remember. It was that backdrop that he gave Orton, and Orton and Cena went to Vince and were like, "We got to shut this guy down. He's too what's the word? Dangerous in the ring." Which I've watched sort of analysis of that backdrop, and it looks like Orton screwed Kennedy. It doesn't look like Kennedy was responsible with that. So there may have been some politicking going on back then.
I think Kennedy has admitted to having some ego problems. He
Yeah,
thought a little bit more highly of himself than he maybe should have.
it sucks. He's definitely one of those guys that I put on this pedestal of guys that just could have been huge,
Yeah,
but just
because he definitely had the charisma and
yeah.
the ability to talk,
Oh yeah.
to talk people to like him or to hate him.
Anytime he was on the mic, I was paying attention.
Yep.
Then we had a fantastic last man standing match for the WWE Championship. John Cena retained against Umaga in 23 minutes. Fantastic one. This was the one where the ring broke and Cena used the middle rope, I think, to choke out Umaga.
Yeah.
Which didn't work the first time. He started to get back up after the first time he choked him out, making Umaga just look like an absolute beast. But then he finally gave in. Crazy. Great match.
Yep.
And then we had the 30-man Royal Rumble match for the World Championship at WrestleMania 23, where The Undertaker won by eliminating Shawn Michaels. Let's see. Most eliminations, I think, was the Great Khali, shockingly.
The Great Khali.
At 7. Yeah. Oof. Okay.
You had Ric Flair last only 5 minutes.
Yeah, eliminated by Kenny, if I remember correctly. Oh, Edge did it. Yeah. Yeah, Edge had a pretty good showing in this match.
Yep.
I'm trying to remember anything memorable about this besides the ending. Pretty much the ending was the memorable part, where it came down to Shawn Michaels and Taker both lying on the ground for like 5 minutes, to the crowd going absolutely ballistic that they were the last two in the ring.
Yep.
And then they basically proceeded to have a match that lasted forever before Undertaker finally won.
Couple of things interesting about this. Kane made his 11th appearance in the Rumble, breaking the record for the most Rumble appearances.
Okay.
You would think 30 is the best number to come in at, but this was the first wrestler to win at the number 30 position.
Okay. Yeah, I guess he was. Yeah.
Yep. Couple interesting side notes.
Yeah, I can't think of anything else that stands out about the Royal Rumble match.
You had Sabu in this one. I'd imagine this was probably a pretty brutal elimination of him, whether it's through a table or like a choke slam.
Yeah, Kane choke slammed him through a table on the outside.
Okay.
Yeah, I do remember that.
You figured that would be some kind of crazy move for him.
Yeah, I don't really remember anything else about this Rumble. Okay, let's look at this. Hardy's and Eminem was probably pretty decent. Bobby and Test probably was not great. Batista and Kennedy was decent. Cena and Umaga was amazing. And the end of the Rumble match was fantastic. Where do we put this? And it was better than No Chance in Hell, in my opinion.
Oh, yeah. I put it at least halfway through good.
Yeah, I was gonna say top of good. I think it was pretty good. We got a couple of downfalls, but like there's some high points in this show.
Yeah, I like it. Top of good.
All right, 2008. Man, there's so many Rumbles.
We've already made it through 20.
Yep. New York City. There we go. All right. Okay.
Madison Square Garden.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. Anything in Madison Square Garden is good. So hopefully this looks good. Let's see what happens. Opening match was Ric Flair defeating MVP by submission in a career-threatening match. This was when Ric Flair, any match he wrestled, if he lost, he would retire.
Yep.
The match was fine. JBL defeated Chris Jericho by DQ in a 9-minute match. I don't remember anything about this match.
Not for a title.
It was nothing.
Wasn't for a title.
Edge defeated Rey Mysterio to retain his World Heavyweight Championship match in a 12-minute bout. I vaguely remember this one. Randy Orton defeated Jeff Hardy to retain his WWE Championship match in a 14-minute bout. I vaguely remember that one.
Yeah.
But then we got a pretty memorable Rumble for the championship match at WrestleMania 24 with John Cena last eliminating Triple H. The most eliminations was Triple H was 6, which is funny because he came in at 29. But obviously the big story of this one was John Cena came back something like 6 months early from his tricep.
From his torn
was it tricep or torn?
Tricep
or his pec? Yeah, I think it was pec. Yeah, it's like right up in the top there.
Yeah,
yeah, and one of the biggest pops in Rumble history, basically.
Which, I mean, this was 2008, so it was, I mean, definitely in the internet era and dirt sheet and whatnot, and this was not spoiled.
Nobody saw it coming. Yeah,
this was not spoiled.
It was absolutely fantastic. And it was funny because everyone popped like crazy, and then when they realized it was Cena, who they're supposed to hate, they're like, "Oh wait, this is fucking Cena. We don't want him to win. Boo!
Yeah. Let's go, Cena. Cena sucks."
My god, it was so funny. This Rumble also started off awesome with Undertaker and Shawn Michaels kicking things off, and they had Bruce Buffer do the announcements for the two of them, which was amazing.
Because that's from the previous year. They were the last two from the previous year.
Yeah. I don't know why they had Bruce Buffer there. I don't know if he's just like known in New York. Is he a New York native? I don't know.
I'm not sure if he's New York native, but he's, just synonymous with
let's get ready to rumble. Yeah.
And it was in New York. It was in Madison Square Garden, so they had to make it big.
Yeah. Okay, placing this one. The matches, completely forgettable. The Rumble, one of the most memorable.
You had Cody Rhodes debut in the Rumble.
Oh, yeah. Ooh.
Eliminated by Triple H.
Funny.
Ironic.
My throne, bitch.
That's right.
Yeah. This one's not going to rank high.
In this one.
Oof. No hip McFoley.
Yeah.
Wait, Foley was in here? Where? Let's see his name. Oh, yeah. 22. Yeah. Yeah, this was not great. It had a decent Rumble, but the rest of the matches were so forgettable. I
still think good though.
Wow, really?
Yeah, I think good.
I was looking in Matt, but I could be persuaded to put it at the bottom of good. I don't think it was that great. Bottom of good? Maybe I would say it was probably better than No Chance in Hell. So maybe just above that. Or below it. That's where I'm sitting at the moment. What do you think?
Below it.
Below it.
Yeah.
Oof. Okay, 2009 took place in Detroit, Michigan. This one, I think this one was pretty rough, if I remember correctly. We're going to get into some bad ones here. Jack Swagger defeated Matt Hardy in a 10-minute bout to retain his ECW title. Not great. Melina defeated Beth Phoenix to win the WWE Women's Championship, probably with help from... No, I don't know. I don't remember that match at all, actually. Now that I think about it. I don't remember how she won that.
When Beth was with Santino.
Yeah, you would have thought that Santino would have helped Beth win. That's weird. I don't remember that. John Cena defeated JBL, who had Shawn Michaels in his corner because he was like, this was that whole stupid story where Shawn was broke. So stupid. 50-minute bout. It was not great. I hate when they do title matches where the whole story is not the two people in the ring. That always drives me nuts.
Yeah.
Not a fan of that. Edge in a no disqualification match, defeated Jeff Hardy to win the WWE Championship. 19 minutes. I don't remember that one at all. Wow. A no DQ match with Edge defeating Jeff Hardy? Huh. Okay.
Yeah, I don't remember Edge and Jeff having no DQs.
No, don't remember that one at all.
Edge and Matt, but
I may have
not Edge and Jeff.
Yeah, I might have to rewatch this pay-per-view. I don't remember that one. And then we had the Royal Rumble match for the championship at WrestleMania 25 with Randy Orton last eliminating Triple H. This was when Randy Orton was doing his psycho, I'm going to punch your head off gimmick.
Yep.
Most eliminations.
Big Show at number 30, tied with Triple H.
Oh, at 6. Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Yep.
Oof, man, I'm looking over this and I'm going, I don't remember anything about this match.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is not a memorable one. I don't remember anything about this one.
I don't remember it either.
That's not good.
Cody Rhodes eliminated by Triple H again. Wow. This is what caused all the heat.
That's so sad.
Man.
That's brutal. Okay, yeah, this is not looking good. This is another one that's like completely forgettable.
It is. This was where? Oh, Detroit.
Detroit.
Detroit's forgettable in itself.
Oof.
Yeah, makes sense.
Man.
This is bad.
Yeah, I'm thinking this is bad too. I'm trying to figure out where to put it.
Second worst.
Yeah, it wasn't quite as bad as 2004 was bad.
Yeah.
All right, 2000.
But not as good as 95.
No. 2010. Once again in your backyard, Atlanta, Georgia. Kick things off with Christian defeating Ezekiel Jackson to retain his ECW championship. Remember Ezekiel? Holy shit.
Oh, I remember Ezekiel.
The Miz defeated MVP to retain his United States championship. Sheamus defeated Randy Orton to retain his WWE championship by disqualification. Mickie James defeated Michelle McCool to win the WWE Women's Championship in 20 seconds. Don't remember why that was.
Let's see.
Why did she win in 20 seconds?
Distraction.
Oh, this is the Piggy James storyline.
Yeah.
Oh, God, that was so bad.
Yeah, that was bad. That was really bad.
That was so distasteful. Like really? Mickie James? Okay. Whatever you say.
Yeah.
That was awful.
I understand that whole beautiful people gimmick like the beautiful people had in TNA, but
this is worse. Yeah.
Definitely doesn't age well.
Nope, not at all. Undertaker defeated Rey Mysterio in a World Heavyweight Championship match in 11 minutes. I don't remember that one at all.
11 minutes.
Weird. And then we had the Royal Rumble match for the World Championship match at WrestleMania 26. Edge returned from a tricep injury, I think.
What was it? What was his return?
Was this his return? Yeah, this must have been his return.
It was.
Yeah, because he eliminated Chris Jericho. Yeah, I don't remember what his injury. I'm pretty sure his injury was a tricep injury, but I don't know. Most eliminations. Shawn Michaels at 6. And Shawn was eliminated by Batista. That Final Four was really good. Or, no, it wasn't Final Four. Shawn was eliminated. Was he in the
It
final?
was his Achilles.
Oh, yes, he tore his Achilles heel. Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
Who was... Yeah, the Final Four was Jericho, Edge, Batista, and Shawn Michaels. Really good Final Four. But
Yeah.
otherwise, again, a pretty not memorable Rumble. And a pretty
Definitely.
not memorable show.
Yeah, not memorable show.
I think this one actually might be worse than the last one. Put it right below it. I mean, we had a 20-second women's match. We had 3 successful defenses, a match that we don't even remember, and then a lackluster Rumble. I can't see it.
I don't think it's second worst.
Okay. Third worst?
Third worst.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. I keep looking so we always end up having this like wall in our ranked, and the wall right now is that Shawn Michaels match.
It is. And
yeah.
Up until 2008, the good barrier was the Rock and Mankind.
Yeah.
I Quit match.
Yeah. This always happens with our ranked. It's so interesting how that happens. All right, Rumble 2011 in Boston, Massachusetts. This was the 40-man, if I remember correctly. Yeah, this was the only 40-man Royal Rumble. So we started off with Edge defeating Dolph Ziggler to defend successfully his World Heavyweight Championship match. The match was okay. This was another one of those weird stipulation matches where if Edge used the spear, he would have lost the title. It's like, I hate when they do shit like that.
Yeah.
The Miz retained his WWE Championship against Orton, probably with interference from Alex Riley, is my guess. 19-minute bout.
Most likely.
Fatal 4-Way for the Divas Championship. Eve Torres defeated Natalya and Michelle McCool and Layla in 5 minutes. Oh, God. Oh, the Divas era.
Yeah.
And then we had...
That was rough.
Yep, and then we had the 40-man Rumble match, which had Alberto Del Rio last eliminating Santino Marella. The big story of this match was probably CM Punk starting at number 1 and utilizing the Nexus to get as far as he possibly could, which he lasted until 21, when he was finally eliminated by John Cena. Punk, I think, had the most eliminations, tied with Cena at 7.
Yep.
Kane was number 40. There was 2 standout people, I guess, in this Rumble. Booker T and Diesel both made surprising entrance. Diesel got a massive pop. But overall, a very bloated, filled with tag teams Royal Rumble.
Yeah. You had Hornswoggle in this one.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Drew McIntyre. A young Drew McIntyre.
Yeah. It was really annoying because, like, it was 40 men, but the 10 men that they added were all from Nexus and the Core. So it really didn't add to the match whatsoever. It was not like, it's like, oh, we're getting an extra 10 men. It was really just because of that. They were like, well, we can't have 20 of the men be, It's like,
it started off good, though. You had Punk and Daniel Bryan.
Yeah, great start. And that whole story of Punk lasting as long was really entertaining.
Yeah.
And then the second half of the Rumble kind of sucked, honestly. It lost all of its steam once Punk was taken.
Pre-Bray Wyatt, Husky Harris.
Yep.
In this.
Yep. And the finish was Alberto thought he won when he took out Randy Orton, but then Santino came up from out from underneath the ring, and
And
everyone
the crowd was popping for
going
Santino.
ballistic. But then Alberto threw him out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Another not great one. Oh man.
And I just never liked Del Rio.
Me either.
Ever. This was bad.
Yeah. Yeah. Was it as bad as the previous year?
No.
No, I don't think it was. So
The Edge return was better.
Oh, you do? You think that? Wow. I loved the Rumble match in this one better than that one though. It was more memorable with at least the first half was more memorable. I'm okay putting it above or below that though. So third worst or fourth worst?
Below.
Okay. So
you had an Edge return which got a really good pop.
Third worst. Good lord. We're in the down season.
Yeah.
All right. 2012, St. Louis, Missouri. Kick things off with a triple threat steel cage match for the World Heavyweight Championship. Daniel Bryan retained against Big Show and Mark Henry by escaping the cage. This was entertaining, but it wasn't great. It was decent.
It was good. It was decent.
Yeah, it told a good story. 9-minute bout. Oh god, an 8 diva tag team match. Beth Phoenix, Natalya, and the Bellas defeated Kelly, Eve Torres, Alicia Fox, and Tamina in 5 minutes because I'm sure we gave a shit. Kane versus John Cena ended in a double countout. I think this was when Kane and Cena were doing that thing with Zack Ryder in the middle. I think
so.
Yeah. Brodus Clay defeated Drew McIntyre via pinfall in a minute squash match. Oh my god. How things turned. CM Punk defeated Dolph Ziggler by pinfall to retain his WWE Championship with John Laurinaitis as the special guest referee, or special guest enforcer. 14 minutes. I don't remember that match at all. And then we had the 30-man Royal Rumble for the championship match at WrestleMania 28. Sheamus won by last eliminating Chris Jericho. Most eliminations was Cody Rhodes with 6.
Cody.
Wow.
And he was not eliminated by Triple H.
He was not. He was eliminated by the Big Show, though. That's pretty bad. But he lasted a while, though. He must have. Yeah, 41 minutes. Damn. The Miz lasted 45 minutes. Damn. Jerry Lawler had a 43-second entrant. Jim Duggan was in there for some reason.
Hacksaw in there again.
Foley was in there for some reason again. Holy crap!
Oh.
Yeah, this was this was another not great Rumble. These years, oof.
Karma.
Oh, Karma! Oh yeah, Karma came in. Yeah, and she eliminated Ziggler, but then got eliminated by. Who'd she get eliminated by? Oh no, she got eliminated by Ziggler. But she eliminated somebody though. Who did she eliminate?
Yeah, she eliminated Hunico.
Oh, yay.
Yeah.
Jobber exit right. Yeah, not a great Rumble. Definitely not a great show. Whew, God. Good Lord, what? This era? How did we survive this era of wrestling?
Right?
Holy shit. This was the best Vince could come up with at the time? Holy crap. Man, this might be the worst. This might be the bottom for me. The only redeeming quality of this was the first match, and it was just a good story told. It wasn't a good match, like per se. I'm thinking it's the worst. I might even put this in trash.
Ooh. Let me see this again. You sure it's not the cold weather making you say that?
No. This looks ugly to me. I mean, Brodus Clay in a 1-minute squash match, Kane and Cena in a double countout, an 8-diva tag match, a 9-minute World Heavyweight match, triple threat, and then a lackluster Rumble, like, ugh. And then a WWE Championship that we don't even remember. I don't know, man.
I'll take it.
If we're ever gonna find a trash,
that's fine.
All right. Sorry, Sheamus. You're amazing now, but at the time, not so much. All right. Rumble 2013, Phoenix, Arizona. We got Alberto Del Rio defeating the Big Show in a last man standing match for the World Heavyweight Championship. Lasted 17 minutes almost. Trying to remember how he beat Big Show. I think this was the one where Alberto Del Rio and Ricardo buried him under a table, maybe? Something like that.
Might have buried him under something.
Yeah. Team Hell No defeated Team Rhodes Scholars. I forgot about that tag team. Cody and Damian. To retain the WWE Tag Team Championship 9 minutes. And then we had the Royal Rumble. 30-man. John Cena won by last eliminating Ryback to win a title match at WrestleMania 29. Most eliminations of this Rumble, I believe, was Sheamus with 5. Tied with Ryback for 5. Yeesh. This was when Chris Jericho made one of his most infamous returns. Coming out second. Crowd went ballistic.
Yep. I remember that. And lasted 47 minutes.
Yeah. I think this was also the first NXTer that showed up in a Rumble. Bo Dallas.
Yeah. Back when he was interesting.
Yeah.
Instead of now.
Ooh, damn. Believe. Ooh, number 30 was Ryback. Ugh. Ugh. This era was so terrible.
Sin Cara.
Sin Cara at 29. And that was, I think, the original Sin Cara, the one that they got rid of and replaced with a fake Sin Cara, which was no. Yeah, this was the fake Sin Cara because Hunico was the real Sin Cara, right?
Yeah,
yeah.
Hunico was
so funny. Good lord. Okay, and then the main event was The Rock defeating CM Punk to win the WWE Championship. The Shield
and ending Punk's long reign.
Yeah, I remember being
400 something day.
I remember being pissed off.
Not a Rock fan, huh?
I'm fine with The Rock coming back and winning the title and all that. I was fine with that. I just having him take Punk's historic reign out and then taking his main event. Like Punk earned the right to be in the main event, and Vince was just like, nope. I don't like you, Punk. I'm putting Rock and Cena in there again. Yeah. Like it was so gross to me. But overall, a decent show. Not amazing, not great, but definitely not bad or trash. I don't think. Like that Rock Punk match was really good.
It was good.
Despite how I feel about it, it was good. I think we need to replace something at the top of meh. This might be it.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Top of meh.
Look at that. We're in sync.
Is it as good as Cena return?
No, I don't think so. No, that's where I went. I was like,
yeah,
and then I was like, nope, can't go further than that. Let's put it at the top of meh.
Yeah.
All right. I like how we're in sync. All right, 14, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Started off with Bray Wyatt defeating Daniel Bryan in a 21-minute classic. This was when this is what made me a Bray Wyatt fan and a Daniel Bryan fan. Like I was just like, holy shit, these guys could go. And then they never
Yeah.
used Bray Wyatt's amazing in-ring prowess like ever again. They're just like, nah.
When Bray was still interesting.
Yeah. Brock Lesnar defeated Big Show in 2 minutes. Okay. I don't remember that at all.
Was that
this
only
late?
2 minutes?
Yeah, I have no idea. Oh, I think this was the one where Brock Lesnar like ambushed Big Show when he came out and just beat the shit out of him, basically.
Yeah, it was.
Randy Orton defeated John Cena to retain his WWE title in 20 minutes. This was when people started turning on Orton and Cena and getting really bored of their feud, if I remember correctly. So, not great.
At the end of the match, Cena trapped Orton in the STF, but the lights temporarily went out due to the arrival of the Wyatt family on the ring apron.
Oh, jeez.
So they did a lights off, lights on. And Orton took advantage of the distraction to drop Cena. So is this when they started the Orton and Wyatt family thing?
No, that was like that was a different year, I think. Pretty sure.
I don't know.
What WrestleMania was this leading to? 30. No, yeah, no. Because Randy ended up being in a match with Batista and Daniel Bryan. So no, this was Randy and Wyatt's were WrestleMania 31, I want to say. So it was the next year, I think. This was John Cena versus Bray Wyatt. You know, embrace the hate thing.
Yeah.
All right, where were we here? Right, the 30-man Rumble. Batista won. The returning Batista won by eliminating Roman Reigns. Most eliminations was Roman Reigns with a brand new record at 12. This is when they started to push Roman, but people hadn't turned on him yet.
This is when poor Rey Mysterio got absolutely hammered with booze because it wasn't Daniel Bryan coming out.
Oh yeah.
That's whenever everybody was pushing Daniel Bryan. Everybody wanted Daniel Bryan.
I gotta let Dante vamp.
Yep. I was El Torito, the little person. Who else? Kevin Nash was in this one.
Biggie Langston was number 29. That's interesting.
Yeah. When he was still Langston, when he still had a last name.
Yeah.
Kevin Nash was in this one.
Started off with Punk and Rollins. That's pretty cool.
Your NXT representative was Alexander Rusev.
Who was eliminated by Punk, Rhodes, Kofi, and Seth.
Cody Rhodes in this one was eliminated by Goldust.
His brother.
And actually, the dark match on this one or the pre-show match was New Age Outlaws against Cody Rhodes and Goldust for the title, the tag team championships.
Oh yeah, the New Age Outlaws won. Why would they have them do that on a pre-show? That's weird. Okay.
Who else? Any interestings? El Torito, the little one. Was this after? Yeah, this was after Brett. JBL was in this one when he got up from the commentator.
Oh desk. Yeah, got eliminated in 49 seconds because of Roman.
49 seconds, yeah.
Yeah, a mixed bag. I do remember a lot of this. But yeah, they definitely turned on Ray at the end for Daniel Bryan not being in the Rumble.
Yeah, it just happened to be Ray. It would have booed whoever came out at 30 because it wasn't Daniel Bryan.
And they weren't super happy about Batista winning either. Surprisingly,
And this wasn't that. Yeah, this was Punk's. Yeah, this was Punk's final match in WWE.
that's right, because Kane eliminated him, which was going to lead to Punk Kane at WrestleMania, and he was like, "No, I'm done."
No, Punk Triple H.
Was it?
Yeah, I think it was supposed to lead to Punk Triple H.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Because when he went to them, he's like, "I don't need to wrestle you at WrestleMania. You need to wrestle me at WrestleMania." Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. I remember that they were cheering Roman Reigns. They would rather have had Roman Reigns win than Batista. So they made a whole lot of bad decisions in booking this Rumble. All right, so we had a great opener. We had a completely forgettable 2-minute Brock Lesnar Big Show match. We had a completely forgettable Randy Orton John Cena for the 80th time WWE Heavyweight Championship match. We had a pretty decent Rumble, but with some bad booking in there. Where do we put this one? I mean, it was better than the last one, I think.
Top of meh?
Yeah.
Or bottom good?
Top of meh. Yeah.
Top of meh.
All right, 2015, which was in Philly. Started off with, the Ascension defeating the New Age Outlaws in 5 minutes.
Oh.
Not a good start. Then we had the Usos defeating Damien Mizdow. They were still together all this time? Holy crap. Oh, no. I was thinking Cody and Damien, right? Mizdow was hilarious. That was
they were.
And that was a great match, too. I do remember that one. Lots of cheers for Mizdow. And some great stuff between the Usos and that team. That was a good match. 9 minutes. Oof. Bella Twins defeated Paige and Natalia in 8 minutes. Because reasons. Triple threat for the WWE Championship. Brock Lesnar defeated Seth Rollins and John Cena in an absolute banger. 22 minutes long.
Great match.
I love that match. So good. And then we had the Royal Rumble match. With the winner going on to face someone or a champion of their choice at WrestleMania 31. Roman Reigns won by last eliminating Rusev. And the most eliminations was a tie between Rusev and Roman at 6. No, Bray Wyatt at 7. Wow. Bray Wyatt at 7.
Yeah, he did.
Who lasted 47 minutes, the most of anyone there. Was this the one where Roman won and The Rock came out? And
The Rock came out because they were booing Roman.
Yeah, and they still booed. Yeah.
They still booed.
Yeah, it wasn't the final 4 Roman, Big Show, and Kane? Or final 3, Roman, Big Show, and Kane? No.
Roman, Big Show, Rusev.
Roman, Big Show, and Rusev. Right, Rusev was under the ring. They did a Santino Marella thing. And Rusev came up, and everyone was like, yeah, Rusev! And no. Because I think he was doing his Rusev Day thing at this time.
Was this Rusev Day? I don't know. I don't think it was yet.
No? Not quite there? Everyone was just anyone but Roman?
Anyone but Roman, yeah.
Yeah.
They did not want to be forced. Roman.
Oh, yeah, and this was also the one where Daniel Bryan got eliminated by Bray Wyatt, and that just ruined the whole Rumble after that. The crowd just booed the shit out of everyone who came out after that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a bad Rumble. So basically we have a great tag match and a great WWE Championship match, and then everything else was pretty bad.
I mean, I don't know. I didn't think the Rumble itself was bad. It was just...
It's hard to enjoy it when the crowd is booing the entire time.
Hard to enjoy it,
yeah.
Oh,
yeah, this was also the one where Curtis Axel never got eliminated, so he protested for the next year, saying he was never eliminated.
He still hadn't been eliminated.
So funny.
And this is what, 10 years later? Yeah.
So funny.
Although, who does it say? Is this the one?
What?
Okay, yeah. I mean, it says he was replaced by Eric Rowan.
Yeah, which was dumb.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Where to rank it though? I don't know. We're overloading meh. But for the curve,
yeah, that triple threat match does some heavy lifting, but not enough to save that Rumble, I don't think. I'm thinking
the Usos and Mizdow and Miz.
That was pretty good too. Yeah. I'm thinking. Man, this is so hard when the Rumble is so bad. It's in Meh. I'm just trying to figure out where in Meh. I'm thinking. Oh man. I'm thinking below the one where Ray won. 2006, right below 2006. That's kind of what I'm.
Right in the middle.
Yeah. It's a tough one. Don't get me wrong, that triple threat was amazing, but
I know.
Where are you thinking? I can meet you in the middle if you depending on where you want it.
Maybe up one or two. I mean, like I said, the Rumble itself, I thought was decent. It's just hard to get over the crowd.
How about here?
Yeah, that works.
Okay. 2016 was in Orlando. Started off with a last man standing match. Dean Ambrose defeated Kevin Owens to retain the Intercontinental Championship. Why do I not remember that? I should remember a 20-minute last man standing between Dean Ambrose and Kevin Owens, but I don't.
I don't really remember that one either.
Nope. That's not good. The New Day defeated the Usos to retain the WWE Championship. I assume that was probably pretty good. They had some great matches.
Yeah.
For some strange reason, Kalisto beat Alberto Del Rio to win the United States Championship match in 11 minutes.
They actually had a fairly decent feud for that U.S. title.
Huh. Interesting. Then we finally had a good women's match. Charlotte defeated Becky Lynch to retain the Divas Championship in 11 minutes, 40 seconds. I don't remember that match, though.
I mean, they had a lot of really, really good ones. It's hard to
pinpoint which
really
one's
have
which.
One just
Yeah, I mostly remember Charlotte and Becky and Sasha in their triple threat at WrestleMania. That's the one that stands out for me with them. And then we had the Royal Rumble match. Triple H won by last eliminating Dean Ambrose. This was when Triple H was like part of the authority, yeah, with Vince and Steph. And I think he got a huge pop because he took out Sheamus and Roman Reigns, I want to say.
Probably for taking out Roman Reigns.
Yeah, it was for taking out Roman. Yeah, it came down to Triple H and
what's that?
Wait, who was eliminated 29? It says Roman was eliminated. It came down to Triple H and Dean. Yeah, weird. Yes, it was Dean, Triple H, and Roman. And Roman, yeah, weird. Yeah. I'm trying to find anything memorable about this one. It's not working, though. Oh, AJ Styles debuted. That's what it was.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Amazing moment that they completely screwed up with a terrible camera angle. Which I'm sure wasn't on purpose.
No.
I'm sure Vince didn't tell the camera crew to, focus on Roman during that. So stupid. I wish I could remember that last man standing match.
I know.
Well, this must be good, right?
Let me read up on that. What led up to it?
PW Insider said it was an awesome spectacle with great psychology. It felt like they hated each other. Yeah, but I don't know.
At TLC, Dean Ambrose defeated Kevin Owens to win the Intercontinental Championship. The rivalry intensified over weeks, including a match ending in a double countout for the title. On an episode of SmackDown, Ambrose challenged Owens to a last man standing match.
Yeah, I'll have to rewatch a couple of these pay-per-views. It's pretty forgettable ones for some reason. Yeah, I'm thinking bottom of good. The Rumble kind of sucked, but there were some good matches in there, the rest of the stuff.
Bottom of good.
Bottom of good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you also had AJ Styles debut. I might even put it above the Cena one because the rest of that Cena card sucked.
Yeah. I'd put it above the good, or above Cena.
Okay. 2017 was in San Antonio, Texas, and this was in the Alamo Dome again. The second dome show for Royal Rumble. The opening match saw Charlotte Flair defeating Bayley to retain her Raw Women's Championship in a 13-minute bout. That was pretty good. Kevin Owens against Roman Reigns in a no disqualification match for the WWE Universal Championship. This was when Chris Jericho was suspended in a shark cage above the ring. 22 minutes. I remember being disappointed by this match. I thought it was going to be much more interesting with Chris Jericho suspended in the shark cage. I thought there was going to be a little bit more shenanigans going on, but it really wasn't. I remember it being disappointing. I don't think it was probably a bad match. I just don't think it lived up to what it could have been, I think is what I remember from that. We had a Cruiserweight Championship. Neville defeated Rich Swann in a 14-minute bout, which was great. I do remember that one. That was fantastic.
It was.
John Cena defeated AJ Styles by pinfall for the WWE Championship in one of the best WWE Championship matches in history. 24-minute bout. Absolutely fantastic.
Great.
And then we had the 30-man Royal Rumble match for WrestleMania 33. Randy Orton won by last eliminating Roman Reigns in his hometown of St. Louis, right?
St. Pete. Oh, yeah. Randy. St. Louis.
Oh, no, this was in San Antonio.
Yeah, this was San Antonio.
Weird. I thought he did that in his hometown, but I guess not. Okay. Let's see. Most eliminations was Braun Strowman with 7. Final entrant was Roman Reigns. I remember he got absolutely booed to hell. But the crowd absolutely went ballistic when Randy Orton threw Roman out. Oh, Goldberg was in this one. Taker took him out. That was great. Lesnar was in this one. Goldberg took him out as well.
Yep.
Yeah, this Rumble was okay. I
liked it.
Yeah. Jack Gallagher. God, that's another one that just ruined his career.
Oh, yeah.
He was so good.
I liked him.
Yeah.
I liked his gimmick.
Yeah, he was great.
But
this was a good Rumble.
He kind of ruined his career.
Yes, he did. Okay, so this one was pretty good. I'm thinking Ooh, man.
How good, though?
Yeah. I'm thinking Top of Great. That's where I'm kind of
Top of
aiming.
great?
Top of Great. Yeah. There's some good stuff in this match. Or
Let's
in
see
this match,
card
this
we got.
card. Great Cruiserweight match. One of the best WWE Championship matches ever. Charlotte and Bayley was solid. Kevin Owens and Roman was, I think it was given too much time for what it was, but it was still really good. Pretty decent Rumble match. A great swerve ending where everyone thought Roman was going to win, but then Randy Orton took it. Sent the crowd home happy.
Okay. How many times has Kevin Owens faced Roman Reigns at the Rumble?
Yeah.
Wow. All right, yeah. That's top of great.
Top of Great.
Top of great. I'll allow it.
All right. Top of Great it is. 2018 was in Philly. We kicked things off with AJ defeating Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn in a handicap match for the WWE Championship match. I don't remember that. The Usos defeated Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin in a 2 out of 3 falls match for the SmackDown Tag Championship. They won 2-0. Ooh. That sucks. That was when Chad Gable had long hair, isn't it?
Yeah.
Shelton.
I wish they would have done more with Shelton.
Yeah, man. Then we had the 30-man Royal Rumble match in the middle of the card. Yeah. Shinsuke Nakamura won by last eliminating, once again, Roman Reigns. Most eliminations in this one was Roman Reigns with 4? Wow. So no real standout. Oh, tied with Finn Balor for 4. That's interesting.
Oh, Finn.
Yeah. That's interesting. Number 30 for some strange reason was Dolph Ziggler. Oof.
Ooh, Adam Cole. Baby.
Oh yeah, Adam Cole. That was a big pop.
Came up from NXT.
Yeah,
And
Andrade. Yeah, I remember they both got pretty good pops. Yeah. Oh yeah, I remember this one. Heath Slater was on the outside forever because he kept getting attacked by people coming in. Yeah. Yeah, the Rumble match was fine. No super standouts to me. It was fine. Had some.
This was a return of Rey Mysterio.
Yeah, and he got a huge pop for that, didn't he?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it was good, that Rumble match. I think it was good. Wasn't amazing, but it was good. And then we had Cesaro and Sheamus, The Bar, defeating Seth Rollins and Jason Jordan to become Raw champions. Wow, I do not remember that at all.
I don't remember.
Why was Seth Rollins with Jason Jordan? That's so weird. Then we had a triple threat match for the WWE Championship. Brock Lesnar defeated Kane and Braun Strowman, which was shockingly good. It was an 11-minute monster movie.
Yeah, it was.
They booked that match fantastically for.
That was meat before meat was popular.
That was so good. That was a good match. That's how you book a monster match. You just get 3 guys who just go at it and just try to destroy each other. That's great.
And a memorable moment in that was, I don't know, Braun kind of messed up some kind of move on Brock, and Brock just leveled him in the face.
Yeah, he need Lesnar in the head, which knocked Lesnar loopy for a couple of seconds, and then Brock's like, I don't think so. Boom!
He just reared back and nailed him in the face. And
yep, 2 shots to the head.
Took it.
Yeah, he just took it and he was fine. So funny.
Braun just he's like, all right.
Yeah.
I earned that one.
Yeah, that was great.
And they were fine after that.
Yeah. Receipts.
Yep. Instant receipt.
Yeah. Lesnar's not like Taker. Taker saves his receipts for later. Lesnar's just like, I don't think so.
Yeah.
And then the main event was the first ever women's Royal Rumble match for WrestleMania 34 with Asuka winning by eliminating Nikki Bella. Most eliminations was Michelle McCool with 5.
With 5, yeah.
Damn. Number 30 was Trish Stratus.
Yeah, you had a lot of returns.
Yeah, they had to fill the roster with a bunch of legends for sure.
Yep.
Yeah, you had Lita, Kairi Sane from NXT, Tori Wilson, Molly Holly, Michelle McCool, Vicky Guerrero, Kelly, Jacqueline, Ember Moon from NXT, Beth Phoenix, the Bellas. Yeah. This was
of course, is this when Ronda
No.
appeared, or okay?
No, you're right. Yeah, nope, you're right. Yeah, Asuka won and then got in the ring with Charlotte and Alexa Bliss, the 2 champions at the time, and Ronda Rousey came out in a awkward moment. It
was a little bit awkward.
You could definitely tell that Alexa and Charlotte were not happy. And Ronda's timing was not down yet, so she pointed to the sign too early, and it was just kind of awkward.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. But it was a great match. It was a great first. The women gave it their all, and it was pretty cool to see.
The men did good. Men's was good too.
Yeah, men's was pretty decent. We had a completely forgettable handicap match for the title, which I don't remember at all. We had a great triple threat match for the Universal title, though. Where are you thinking?
Middle great.
Middle of great. Wow.
Middle of great. Yeah.
Wow.
I'm thinking middle of great.
Even though we got a forgettable handicap match, a forgettable tag match, another forgettable tag match.
Yeah, I'm thinking middle of great.
All right.
I mean the Rumble matches and the triple threat match, the Brock, Kane, and Strowman carried it.
Wow, I can't believe how many we have left still. Okay.
Not too many.
No. 2019, Phoenix, Arizona. Kick things off with Asuka retaining her SmackDown Women's Championship against Becky Lynch in a submission. 17-minute bout. I remember the match, but I can't say whether it was like a 5-star or anything like that. I think it was probably pretty good, though.
It was pretty good, I'm sure.
Yeah. The Miz and Shane defeated the Bar to become SmackDown Tag Champs. Ugh.
Ooh, that had to have been a
Shane
some
call.
kind of a schmozz finish.
Yeah. Ronda retained her Raw Women's Championship against Sasha Banks in 13 minutes. They had a pretty decent match. Then we had the Women's Royal Rumble match. Becky Lynch won by last eliminating Charlotte. This was for WrestleMania 35. Let's see. Most eliminations was Charlotte with 5. Number 30 was Carmella for some reason.
No.
Not a good pick for number 30. We had a lot of NXTers.
A lot of NXT.
Yeah.
Which is better than
Jobbers.
A lot of legends having to come back.
Yeah, and legends, yeah.
Your first appearance of Rhea Ripley in a Rumble.
Yeah.
Casey Catanzaro.
Yeah, I was going to say Casey Catanzaro. She had a great showing with all the crazy moves she did.
Yep, the former
American Warrior. Ninja. Yeah, American Ninja Warrior. Yeah, she was great.
Yep.
Oh, Mandy Rose.
Sarah Logan before she became Valhalla.
Oh, God, yeah. Oh, yeah, this is when Lana came out when she was injured and Becky Lynch took her spot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which, by the way that they did that, I was way happier than they've done that in the past. I cannot stand when someone just comes out and takes out a wrestler and takes their spot. It's so stupid. You know,
Yeah.
like, if you're going to do it, you have to have a situation like this that makes sense, where it's like, she's too injured to go into the Rumble. Put me in, bro. Put me in, you know? And
Yep.
why they let Finley make that decision, though, doesn't make really any sense. Should have been a GM out there, not Finley, of all people. But
not
an
producer.
Yeah, a producer was just kind of out there for reasons. Okay. What else we got?
And then we get to the fantastic part of the show.
Oh, yeah. Daniel Bryan and AJ Styles in a 24-minute classic for the WWE Championship. Daniel Bryan retained. Brock Lesnar defeated Finn Balor in 8 minutes. Was that the one where the ropes broke? Where he went up on the top rope and the rope broke? No, that's not that one. No, that match was kind of boring. I remember this one. Yeah, no, I'm thinking of a different match. And then we had the 30-man men's Royal Rumble for WrestleMania 35. Seth Rollins won by eliminating Braun Strowman. Most eliminations was... Oh,
Braun with 6.
Braun with 6. Okay.
Yep.
Number 30 was Nia Jax replacing R-Truth. So dumb.
But you had Randy Orton giving Nia
an RKO. I love that. And hit the smile on his face of just like, huh? What'd I do? Did I RKO? That's fine.
Yep.
I love that. That was entertaining.
Had Aleister Black out of NXT.
That was great. Pete Dunne.
Pete, don't call me Butch Dunne.
Yeah, but Bruiserweight. Oh man, they had No Way Jose in there. Ugh.
Yeah.
Good lord.
That was
bad.
Dumb gimmick.
Yeah, it was really terrible.
Johnny Gargano.
Oh yeah, Johnny Gargano, who did pretty well in there. Kurt Angle in there.
Had an interesting start. You had Elias.
Oh yeah.
Jeff Jarrett starting.
That was pretty entertaining.
It was.
Yeah.
Had Elias coming out and doing his little concert, and then Jeff Jarrett interrupts him.
Yep. Okay. Where do we put this? This was a pretty good show.
It was a good show.
Pretty predictable winners, though, unfortunately. For the Rumbles, anyway. I would put it...
I'd put this one in great.
Yeah, I'm thinking just a second worst in great, or third best in great, whatever you want to.
Above the original?
Yeah, above the original one.
I'll take it.
Okay. All right, we're into the final stretch here. Last 4 or 5, I guess. Why do we have so many more? Hold on.
Because on your Tiermaker it shows each Royal Rumble match.
Right. I think I'm good. Okay. 2020, Houston, Texas. We're in the home stretch. False Count Anywhere match. Roman Reigns defeated King Corbin. 21 minutes. It was okay. I remember Roman's
it was okay.
Speared King Corbin on the what do you call the dugout? On the top of the dugout.
This was the whole Roman, King Corbin, and dog food.
Oh yeah.
Ugh. That whole storyline.
Yeah. Then we had the Women's Royal Rumble match where Charlotte Flair won by last eliminating Shayna Baszler. Most eliminations was Shayna Baszler with 8. Oh, tied with Bianca Belair for 8. Wow. So between the two of them, they took out over half the field. Crazy.
Yep.
Oh yeah, this is the one we're seeing. Santina Marella came in at 29.
Yeah, Santina.
Oh my god, so dumb.
A lot of NXTs.
Yeah, this was a great one. This was like evenly distributed between the 3 shows. This was really good. Some great stuff in here. Yeah, I liked this Rumble. This was a good one. Who's number 30? Did I say? Oh, Shayna. That's right.
Shayna Baszler.
Yeah, I remember this was the one that everyone thought Shayna was going to win, but was not the case. Next up, we had Bayley defeating Lacey Evans, SmackDown Women's Championship. This was not a good match. Lacey was not great in my opinion.
Yeah, she was.
She even admitted after she retired that she really didn't want to be a wrestler. She was just trying it out. It wasn't for her. Oh god. Then we had The Fiend defending his Universal Championship successfully against Daniel Bryan in a strap match. Ugh. This was the era of the red lights, if I remember correctly.
Yep.
17 minutes. Yuck. Then we had Becky Lynch defeating Asuka to retain her Raw Women's Championship in 16 minutes. Not really memorable to me. How many times are they going to fight? And then we had
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then we had the men's Royal Rumble for WrestleMania 36. Drew McIntyre won by last eliminating once again Roman Reigns. Last number 30 was Seth Rollins. Most eliminations was Drew with 6. Nope, Brock Lesnar with 13. Right, this was the one where Brock Lesnar was the champion and he started the Rumble and eliminated the first 13 people.
Yeah, this was I really like this one.
Yeah, that was really entertaining.
Yeah.
I loved when Shelton came out and Brock pretended to hug him and be friends with him.
Oh,
and
yeah.
He's like, no, screw you. It was great.
And the look when Keith Lee came out.
Oh, yeah.
Like, oh, dang.
That was a star-making moment for Keith, and then they never went anywhere with it. Couldn't believe it.
Yep.
What a God. Don't know what Vince was thinking.
You had that stare down between those two.
That was amazing. Yeah. And
Yep.
Brock Lesnar was like, kept pointing at him like, who's this big boy?
Yeah.
Oh, and MVP's return was here too.
MVP's return, yeah.
With Lesnar dancing in the ring to his music.
Yeah.
So good.
Of course, you had Edge return.
Yep. Yeah, that was a huge moment too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was a great Rumble. It's a great Rumble.
This was the moment that Drew was made.
Yeah, he took out Lesnar. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
just in this match alone, Lesnar was built up even more than what he was before, and then Drew claymored him right in the face over the top rope.
Yep.
And the crowd just popped. Drew probably never got a bigger reaction.
Nope. That was a great Rumble.
Yep.
Okay, so we had an okay Falls Count Anywhere match with Roman and King. Pretty good women's match, Rumble. Not a great SmackDown Women's Championship. Definitely not a great Universal Championship match. Decent Raw Women's match and a great men's Rumble match. Where are you thinking? The Rumble matches were good.
It's hard to say recency bias, but I think this one was great.
Okay. Top of great. I'm thinking top of great.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was what, 2020? Yeah.
Yeah, it's 20.
All right. 2021, St. Petersburg, Florida.
Thunderdome.
This was the Thunderdome one. Yeah. Yeah, this is scary. Drew McIntyre defeated Goldberg in 2 minutes to retain his WWE Championship. Whoop-de-doo. Sasha Banks retained her SmackDown Women's Championship against Carmella in 10 minutes. I don't know. I don't know what they see in Carmella. I'll be honest with you.
I'm with you.
Yeah. Then we had
You had so many more that had so much more talent.
agreed, 100%. 30-man Royal Rumble match, women's WrestleMania 37. Bianca Belair won by last eliminating Rhea Ripley. Most eliminations was Rhea Ripley with 7.
Yep.
Number 30 was Natalia. God, not great. Not a great 30. Bianca Belair set the longest lasting woman in Royal Rumble history at 56 minutes.
To be broken later.
Yeah.
Notable, Tony Storm again. Victoria came back. Jillian Hall came back for this one. Tori Wilson again.
Jillian Hall.
Alicia Fox.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't have much to say about this one. It was fine. Thunderdome era was, tough. It was definitely better than a lot of the Rumble matches we've seen, even though it was in the Thunderdome, but
yeah,
wasn't as memorable. Then we had last man standing match, Roman Reigns defeating Kevin Owens to retain the Universal Championship match. This was a bad one. They had a huge problem at the end.
The match itself wasn't bad.
Yeah.
It's that one spot
right
towards the end was
really screwed up things.
Ruined.
Yeah. For those that don't know, Kevin Owens was handcuffed Roman was handcuffed.
Roman was handcuffed
to a set piece, and Paul Heyman was trying to get it unlocked, but for some reason it wouldn't unlock, so he couldn't stand up. And the ref had to kind of say that Roman stood up, even though he was still handcuffed to the bottom of the set.
Stopped the. He had to stop the count, and Roman was just kind of looking up at him like,
"What do I do?
I can't get up.
Yeah.
What do I do?"
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Yeah.
24-minute bout. And then we had the 30-man Royal Rumble match for WrestleMania 37. The men's Edge won by last eliminating Randy Orton. Edge was number 1, lasted 58 minutes. Number 30 was Braun Strowman. Notable returns are Christian, Hurricane,
Carlito and Kane.
Carlito, yeah. Damian Priest came up from NXT. It was okay.
That was good.
Yeah, most eliminations.
Edge and Randy started, and Edge and Randy ended.
Yeah. Most eliminations was tied at 4 between Big E, Damian Priest, and Seth Rollins. No real standout.
No.
Okay. I don't.
Not great.
Yeah. I'm thinking above 2016. What do you think?
I say below 2016.
Oh, below it. Okay. I'm okay.
Because Thunderdome.
Yeah, Thunderdome sucked. All right. 3 left. 2022, St. Louis, Missouri. This must be the one I was thinking of earlier. Started off with the Seth freaking Rollins defeating Roman Waynes by DQ for the Universal Championship. The Usos were barred from ringside. I don't remember this match, to be honest with you.
This is when Seth came down to the ring in the Shield gear to the Shield music.
Oh, yeah.
And got in his head and got in Roman's head. And Roman got himself disqualified.
I mean, you know me. I'm never a fan of DQs in a championship match, so.
It was definitely weird for this one.
Yeah. Then we had the 30-woman Royal Rumble match for WrestleMania 38. Ronda Rousey won by last eliminating Charlotte Flair. Number 30 was Shayna Baszler. Most eliminations was Charlotte with 5. Oh yeah, this is when Melina returned and got herself eliminated by accident.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was embarrassing. I look. I'm not shaming anyone, but Melina did not come back prepared at all.
No.
She was
No.
out of shape. She clearly didn't put any practice in. She just showed up. And for how much of a reaction she got and how important it looked to her, that was really disappointing.
Yeah.
I don't know if there was like health issues or anything that were contributing to that. If there was, my bad. But if there wasn't, sorry, Melina, you should have prepared way better. That sucks.
And you had for some reason, you had a lot of returns.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of legends coming back. A lot of women
lots
that
of them. Yeah.
seemed to. I don't know if the women's division wasn't deep, people were out or what, but you had a lot of people that.
Yeah, we got we got Melina, Kelly, Michelle McCool. Sonia was the GM. She was involved. Cameron came back from the Funkadactyls.
Yeah.
Ivory, both Bellas came back. The coolest part though was Mickie James coming from Impact with her belt
As an Impact champion.
That was sick. That was a huge pop moment.
With her hardcore country theme.
Yep. The only thing that sucked about it was that, she got this huge pop and everything, but then she went to get in the ring and immediately got bounced off the ring. Like, immediately. It was like, yeah, we're going to give it to you, but we're going to give you this, like, moment, but you're going to immediately get...
No, she was in for 11 minutes.
Yeah, but, like, she didn't even get in the ring before someone, like, pushed her off the edge. She couldn't even get in the ring to enjoy the moment. It was, it was like, yeah, I'm the best. Oh, I got,
Yeah.
I thought that was a little anticlimactic. Alicia Fox came back. Summer Rae came back. That was funny as hell. So Summer Rae came back, and I'm like, you weren't even a good wrestler. Why are you even here? Who thought this was a good idea? And she comes in, and as she's running down the aisle, she screams, "You motherfucker!"
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my god, do you not know that this is a PG show now? What are you doing? And she's also got like a receding hairline. That was weird.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, she was having a Twitter feud with Natty, with Natalia, wasn't she? Something like that.
Oh, I have no idea. That was definitely during a time where I couldn't have cared less about social media. Yeah, that was odd. Sarah Logan made her return.
Yeah.
And you had Lita and Mighty Molly. Yeah, man, there was a lot.
Yep.
Very weird Rumble. Very weird Rumble. After that, we had Becky Lynch defeating Doudrop by pinfall to retain the Raw Women's Championship. Doudrop, man. Bobby Lashley defeated Brock Lesnar by pinfall to win the WWE Championship from Brock Lesnar. I didn't realize this is when it happened. Wow.
Yeah.
I gotta rewatch that show to see that. That must have been a moment. Edge and Beth Phoenix defeated The Miz and Maurice in a mixed tag action match. Meh. Whatever.
Yeah.
And then we had the men's Royal Rumble match for WrestleMania 38. Brock Lesnar won by defeating Drew McIntyre, getting revenge from the previous year.
Yep.
Most eliminations, I think, was AJ at 6. Yeah, AJ at 6. This is also where Bad Bunny came in. Oh yeah, I remember this. This was a pretty bad one. Wasn't this the one that Shane McMahon produced?
Yeah, I think he was part of it and got himself kind of evicted.
Yeah.
Cast away.
Yeah, he booked himself and like eliminated a bunch of dudes, including Kevin Owens.
Yeah.
Coming in at 28. Just baffling booking on this one. And then
Johnny Knoxville.
That was funny.
Yeah.
Funny. That led to some funny stuff.
Yeah, I was always a big Jackass fan.
I was not, but I like Johnny Knoxville himself.
Yeah. That was the funniest thing in the world to me when I was new.
The match did start off really cool, though. It had AJ and Shinsuke starting the match.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. But yeah, Not great booking. And Brock Lesnar basically just came in and won within 2 minutes. It was not a good Rumble.
No.
Looking at everything overall, this was Ronda Rousey's comeback, but it was like we all know how that turned out.
Yeah, the second run was not as good as the first.
Definitely not as good. Yeah, I think we found our first modern dud.
If we put it in bad at the top.
Wow, you're thinking bad. That low, eh? Wow.
Oh, you think it's better than bad?
Yeah, I don't think it's quite that bad. It's
okay.
It's bad, but it's got a lot of star power still. So
okay.
I'm thinking yeah, I mean it was definitely better than the Roman Rock Rumble. Like, oh god, that was bad. I can't believe that. I still can't believe that's as high as it is. Something else must have been.
Which one was that? 2015, right?
Yeah. 2015.
Yeah.
I think it was better than that.
Okay. Yeah. You think better than Cena Ryback?
Yeah. It still had more star power than that crap. Let's
top
say
of meh.
Top of meh. Yeah, I'm thinking top of meh.
Well, yeah, it works for me.
All right. 2023, San Antonio, Texas. Kick things off with the men's Royal Rumble match for WrestleMania 39. Cody Rhodes won by last eliminating Gunther, who set the record for the longest time spent in a traditional 30-man Royal Rumble match at 1 hour, 11 minutes, 40 seconds. Damn.
And he barely looked gassed.
Yeah, he kicked ass, man.
Yep.
Most eliminations was tied between Cody and Gunther at 5 each. Gunther and Sheamus had a great chemistry in that match.
Yeah.
Brock Lesnar coming out and getting eliminated by Bobby was nice. Booker T had a nice cameo. Logan Paul had a nice moment with Ricochet, that double body splash from one side to the other.
The springboard.
Yes.
Clothesline or.
Yeah. Oh no, it was what do you call the crossbodies? Dual crossbodies. They both slammed into each other. It was so good. Yeah, very good Rumble.
Yeah, really good.
Oh god. However, it was unfortunately followed up by Bray Wyatt defeating LA Knight in a Mountain Dew pitch black match in 5 minutes.
The last televised Bray Wyatt match.
R.I.P. Sorry, Bray.
Yep.
But that match sucked.
Yep.
Then we had Bianca Belair defeating Alexa Bliss to retain the Raw Women's Championship in 7 minutes. I was expecting more from that match. I didn't think it was as good as it could have been. Probably needed more time.
Maybe a hot take, but Alexa Bliss is overrated.
Oh, wow. No, I'm a big fan of Alexa. Not going to agree with you there.
Overrated.
That's okay, though. Women's Royal Rumble match was up next. Rhea Ripley won by last eliminating Liv Morgan. Rhea and Liv were both the first and second entrant.
Yep.
Rhea Ripley had the most eliminations with 7. Number 30 was Nia Jax. We had some NXT call-ups: Indy Hartwell, Zoe Stark, Roxanne Perez. Pretty good Rumble. There was definitely some duds in there though, like Dana Brooke, B-Fab.
This was the return of Chelsea Green to the company.
Chelsea Green. That's right.
And Michelle McCool got called up from the front row.
Yeah. That was cool. Yeah.
And her Uggs.
In her Uggs, yeah. That was a pretty good match.
Yeah.
And then we had a singles match for the undisputed WWE Championship. Roman Reigns defeated Kevin Owens. This was like the peak of the Bloodline stuff when Sammy finally turned on Roman.
Yep.
And the chair shot heard around the world happened.
The pop on that was something to behold.
Yeah, maybe the biggest pop since Stone Cold on Raw with Mankind, that whole thing.
Yep. And Sammy has never been as relevant.
Nope, he has not. This was a pretty good one. Obviously, we had a Bray Wyatt LA Knight eyesore, but otherwise it was a pretty good show.
And a completely predictable Cody Rhodes win.
Yeah, that was a little unfortunate.
Return and win.
Yeah. Yeah, if I could redo it, I would have said have Gunther win. But, he won it eventually.
Yeah.
Oh,
he will win it eventually, hopefully.
Well, I meant like he won the title eventually.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Where are we putting this? I'm thinking low amazing. I really liked this show.
I can't really disagree with you, but
or top of great. I would
I can put it in bottom amazing.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, that leaves us with the 2024 Royal Rumble. St. Petersburg, Florida. Kick things off with the 30-woman Royal Rumble match for WrestleMania 40. Bayley won by last eliminating Liv Morgan. Most eliminations was Bayley with 7.
And the crowd was behind Bayley in this, even though they were supposed to be heel.
Yep. Number 30 was Liv Morgan. NXT, we had Roxanne Perez, Tiffany Stratton. And surprise entrant from Jordynne Grace.
Yep.
Which was fantastic.
Impact Impact TNA champion.
Yeah, Knockouts champion, I think they call her.
And she didn't get any eliminations, but she had a very
good showing. Oh yeah, she
was in there for almost 20 minutes.
Yeah, that's where she came on the radar for me. And I was just like, holy crap, she's a beast. Yep. Naomi made a return as well during this show.
Yep. And of course, the debut on the roster of Jade.
Oh yeah, Jade Cargill. Yeah.
Which the entrance was absolutely amazing.
Yeah, this was a good Rumble. Good Rumble match.
Good one.
Then we had a fatal 4-way for the undisputed title. Roman Reigns defeated AJ Styles, LA Knight, and Randy Orton in a 19-minute bout, and it was pretty good. It was
decent.
You knew Roman was going to win, but it was pretty good.
Yeah.
And then we had a pretty good United States Championship match. Logan Paul successfully defended against Kevin Owens. It was by DQ, which I don't remember what the DQ was. I thought it was a clean win. Weird. 14 minutes.
Brass knuckles.
He got caught using the brass knuckles? Huh.
Yep.
Weird.
No, Owens took the brass knuckles from Paul and knocked him out. But during the pin, the ref saw the knuckles.
Oh, yeah.
And disqualified him.
Interesting.
Logan does not have bad matches.
No.
Say what you will about him, he does not have bad matches.
Yep. As a human, more to be desired there, but as a wrestler, man, he's so good. And then we had the men's Royal Rumble for WrestleMania 40. Cody Rhodes won by last eliminating CM Punk. The match started off with Jay and Jimmy, which was really cool.
Yep. Mentioned that about the Action Smash way back a couple hours ago.
Yep.
About teammates starting off.
Yep. Very cool.
Yep.
And of
course, this one led to the Jimmy and Jay sneaker at WrestleMania.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
For some reason, Sami Zayn was number 30. Not a great pick.
Maybe he'll be in the next Casino Gauntlet for the AEW title.
Yeah. Cody Rhodes had the most eliminations with 4.
Oh, imagine that.
Yeah.
Well, tied with Braun Breaker.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, he came up to replace Brock Lesnar after the allegations. That's right. Yeah. And then he was eliminated by Dirty Dom for some strange reason. And that never really went too many places.
Because Dirty Dom just needed more heat.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, and they had the Pat McAfee entrance, which was really stupid. He was like, I'm not screwing with Braun Breaker and Omos.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna eliminate myself. Okay. A decent Rumble. Carmelo Hayes also came up. Andrade returned.
Yep, Andrade returned.
A decent Rumble.
It was good.
Yeah.
It was good.
Yeah.
Completely predictable though.
Yeah. Except for the Bayley win. The Bayley win was great. But for the men's match, yeah, I agree. It was predictable.
Which for me completely takes it away.
Especially
because it's Cody.
Yeah.
I mean, like Roman for so many years, Cody just completely feels forced to me.
Yeah, I agree. Okay. This is also where Punk got hurt.
Yep.
Yeah. All right.
On the DDT that Drew does, I can't remember what he calls it.
Future Shock.
Yeah, the Future Shock.
Yeah. Okay. I would put this as third best. To be honest with you.
Better than 23?
Yeah, I think it was better than 23. I mean, every match in this was good. It's only 4 matches. This is when Triple H really kind of was like, all right, I get it. We're quality over quantity.
Yeah, I mean, definitely the last 5
were pretty good. Yeah.
Not only the winner gets over, but they make they take like 2 or 3 and then give them moments to really kind of get them over and push them.
Yep.
Whether it's Logan and Ricochet from the year before, Braun Breaker coming in, Wrecking House, that kind of thing. They definitely put a focus on the matches the last few years. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, so I'd put it third best. Amazing.
I take.
You okay?
I'll allow it. Yeah.
All right, so that means we have to pick a GOAT. Are we automatically making 2000 the best Rumble? That's weird.
I
don't think it is. How did that happen? Go back and look at 2000.
Yeah. Taz and Kurt Angle. Taz debut. Hardys and Dudleys.
Yeah.
Tag team tables match.
Yeah, that street fight.
Jericho and China. And Hardcore Holly. Triple H and Cactus Jack street fight.
Wow, I would never have predicted that the 2000 would win. Who was in the? Yeah, I guess, yeah. Would you rearrange?
Do we put 1 or do we put 2 up there?
I would be okay with moving the top 2 up to GOAT.
Okay, we do that. Do we put 2020 at the bottom of Amazing? So we don't have the same number of GOAT as the same number as Amazing.
I'm okay with that. Oh wait, 2020 okay. Wasn't that the one? That wasn't the Thunderdome one.
No.
Okay.
That was the Edge return. That was Brock cleaning house until Drew came in.
I'm okay with this. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I think that looks good.
Yep, I think that looks real good. The curve.
I'm still shocked.
Nice bell curve.
It does. I'm still shocked that the Rock Roman one was so high. I would still personally put that probably lower, but maybe not. It's so tough. It's so tough. But I think if you compare this to our other ranked episodes, the Royal Rumble is easily the highest quality pay-per-view that we've done so far.
So it's 25th out of 37. Or no, was it 25?
What?
10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 out of 35. The Rock, or the Roman 2015 win.
That's pretty low. Still, yeah. But yeah, I definitely think the Royal Rumble is easily the highest quality pay-per-view overall that we've done so far. I think.
Yeah. That we've done so far, yeah.
Yeah. WrestleMania will be interesting. That's the one I'm looking forward to the most. So,
yeah,
a couple of months away. All right. Whew, that was a lot. This has been Wrestling Wrenaissance Run-In. This is your tally for every Royal Rumble PLE/pay-per-view ranked. If you want to check me out, I am at TJ-Leo on BlueSky.
I'm at Cole2K on the Twitter and the BlueSky.
And if you want to email us, you can do so at co.op.podcasts@gmail.com. You can no longer access the Discord server that we've been advertising, so don't check that out. I'm not sure yet if we are advertising a new one, so I'll keep that under wraps for the time being until more time passes. Thank you for tuning in. This has been fun. I always love doing this rank shit. It's so fun.
They are good, yeah.
Memory lane.
Definitely fun looking back.
And there's definitely a couple of Rumbles in there that I need to go back and watch for some forgettable things.
Some matches. Yep.
Yeah. All right, this has been Wrestling Wrenaissance Run-In, and we're out.
We're out.